Test one, test one.
Test one, test 1, 2.
Check one, check one, check one.
Check one. I'm good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are live. So welcome to Clinton-Massie High School and Frank Irelan Field. Looking forward to an absolute slugfest this evening. We have the Clinton-Massie Falcons versus the Kettering Altar Knights. Joining me, Matt Baker, in the booth is our good friend, E.J. Lamb. Say hi to the people, E.J.
Hey, everybody. It's Friday night. Clinton-Massie's playing football.
Absolutely.
The world is good.
Yes, it is. The world is right again. Altar and Massie hooking up for what we're calling a Week 13 showdown here in Week 1.
Well, it's not East Clinton, that's for sure. It's definitely a different matchup. East Clinton's on the rebound, have had a couple rebuilding seasons, but it's Altar, and Altar is the real deal. As I read today, 19 straight playoff appearances.
Yep.
Clinton-Massie, 18 straight playoff appearances, so it is a battle of the Titans tonight.
Absolutely, and you're going to see a whole lot of hit-you-in-the-face football. In fact, as I was allowing the Altar people to come into their facilities to change, the back of their shirt says, "We still run the bone." So they're very proud of their old-fashioned offense. I'm sure with a little trickeration every once in a while, but they're excited about being a slobber knocker type of team. I think Clinton-Massie could match up as far as the determination and grit when it comes to a good old-fashioned slugfest. So it's going to be interesting. You've got the I guess the public versus the private, the cornfields versus the city. So it'll be an interesting matchup here. What are some of the keys that you're looking for if you're on the Clinton-Massie sideline? What are the things you're looking for, EJ, for a successful evening?
Well, it's game one. You don't have a lot of warm-ups here. They're throwing right into the fire with this team. They're replacing a bell cow this year. Brendan Lamb got the bulk of the carries last year. He's moved on to Taylor University. And so you're going to have to see who is your guy. Who's the guy that can carry it? You know, it'll be by committee naturally here at Clinton-Massie, but you're going to have some guys, and they want to figure out who that guy is. Is it Van Hoos that's going to get 20, 25 carries a game? Is it Franks? You just don't know, and you're going to find that out in a game like this. Who can run the ball? Who can stick it to them? And so the key to this game is who controls the clock better. It may be just a 17-14 ball game.
Right.
So
yeah, talking to one of our longtime youth coaches and a proud father of multiple players for Clinton-Massie over the years, still has a kid on the team this year. He was saying, hey, you're going to find out right away where the holes are in your roster. Where are the question marks that need to be answered when you come out against Kettering Altar? And I hope Altar's saying the same thing. When you come out against Clinton-Massie, you're going to find out right away if there's a question of one or two people, maybe a particular position, maybe two guys are battling. Instead of having to wrestle off like you would in the good old days, now we're going to have a slugfest here at Clinton-Massie Stadium. So if you're on the Altar side, though, EJ, what are you looking for on the Altar side?
Well, you've got two Division I, one already committed, a junior by the name of C.J. Hicks. You also have a returning 1,000-yard rusher, back-to-back 1,000-yard rusher, in Brandon McDonald. So they're going to feed him the rock tonight. They've got their guy. They know who it is. He's been their guy for 2 years. He's going to do it again. And more than likely, you try to keep him under 1,000 yards, Falcon, but as Altar, you're going to run him and without question going to get 20 to 25 carries.
Yeah, I think the term that was used by some people that have gotten to see him play live is scary. He is just plain scary. So I think he's one of those guys that he's not a small kid. He's not a scat back type guy. He's got some muscle to him. He's got some size to him. But then on top of those things, he has speed. So he was likened to a gentleman way back in my coaching days, Deshaun Wynn, kind of that Deshaun Wynn type of mentality. When he was at the Reading days, absolutely. Okay. So great player back then, but similar as far as just that he can catch you down the sideline and beat you with speed, or if he has to, he'll just run over you one good time.
Yeah, well, look at it. 6'1", 208 pounds. 200-pound running back in high school is a big kid.
Right, and so, probably still running a 4.5 40.
Yeah. That, and you look at the other player, their defensive back, C.J. Hicks. He's 6'4", 214, and then their other big D1 commit is Derek Shepard, 6'4", defensive lineman, offensive lineman, 304 pounds.
Yeah, the Hicks gentleman just got taken up to a 5-star recruit for Rival, so he is verbally committed to Ohio State. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the Alter program for sending somebody to Buckeye Nation. But, he's going to have to contend with a team right now that has something to prove. They got knocked out of the playoffs in the first round last year.
Big disappointment.
Yeah, big disappointment. Not the expectation that Clinton-Massie football is used to. So I think there's a little bit of chip on the shoulder, and how better to knock that chip off by facing a perennial powerhouse like Kettering Alter.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely – you'll know where you're standing after week one. And so Massey has a lot of heritage. Obviously, 18 straight playoffs. They got something to prove, and you're not going to come out and blow them out. They're Massey. They know how to run the ball. They know how to be physical. But I mean, you look at Alter, they got some big physical boys as well. So it's going to be a matchup. Massey's not going to be pushed around, but it's going to be a test. You're looking at, I mean, quite potentially one of you, I know I read a couple articles today said Massey, hey, could make a state run in the next year or two. We'll see. Who knows? Hopefully. But either one of these teams can make a deep state run, especially seeing that I think all teams are getting the playoffs this year.
Yeah, your choice to be in the playoffs has to be in by September 17th. Most teams will take that option. What's interesting about this year, and something we'll talk about, I'm sure, throughout the broadcast, is that every team that wants to can get in. If you lose in that first round, you're actually allowed to finish the 10-game season if you can find enough people to play against you over those next 3 weeks. So lose week 7, you can still have games 8, 9, and 10. I'm sure people that have younger teams, freshman, sophomore dominant teams, are looking to have those extra games if they can get them, if they're knocked out, or even choose not to get into the playoffs. So just speaking about some of those interesting things, we're going to see a little bit of an interesting look this year. And this game is no exception. You're going to see spread out players. So if you look at the sideline, and you'll see through our broadcast here at campusnation.com, that we're going to have players from the 10-yard line to the 10-yard line. Everybody has their own water bottle. Everybody is going to stay a little bit distance from each other. It could be in the huddle. It could be in the timeout. We're going to extend some timeouts. We're going to have some halftime extension potentially for where it was earlier in the preseason at 10 minutes. So there's a lot of things that are going to go on that are different about this year. It's just, it's going to be an interesting look.
It is, and it's different altogether. I want to look at the bright side that, hey, we're here and we're playing football. We didn't know if we could a few weeks ago.
Yep.
So the fact that we get to play, it's exciting. Yeah, there's a little bit different protocol and how to manage that, and so the players are spread out. Alter looks like they're being spread out.
Yeah.
But we get to play, so we're excited. The fans are here. They got masks on, but, hey, we're having football.
Maybe we should ask Alter to keep socially distanced from our ball carriers. You think that's a good idea?
Nice.
Yeah, for safety. It's all for safety's sake. Yeah, it's all for safety's sake. So we're about to kick off here. So Massey did win the toss. They deferred to the second half. They're going to kick off here from the 40-yard line. Looking as they set up here, Alter looks like they are in a 4-by-1, 2-2-2. Two of their stronger running backs. He's going to get the ball right. Oh, it knocks actually out of bounds at about the half-yard line. Yeah, that was crazy. So a good spot, but unfortunately goes out of bounds, and we'll be bring the ball out here in just a second to start play for Alter while they're on offense. So, again, you're looking at that running back, which by the number of 5. So you'll see him on your TVs, ladies and gentlemen. A little size up front, as EJ had mentioned. And I believe the quarterback, from what I understand, is actually a gentleman that moved in from the wide receiver position. So this is his first year, if I'm correct, as a starting quarterback. And I would say we're going to get set up here in just a second. Yeah, Alter looks like they're going to stay on the wishbone formation. So we're lining up here on defense, and we're going to get started here with a little Clinton-Massie Kettering Alter football.
Matt, if you want to tell somebody, say they're watching, but their friends or family,
how
absolutely. Would you tell them
CampusNation.com, CampusNation.com. Also, you can go to cmfalcons.org. It's on the front of the Clinton-Massie website. So CampusNation.com as we start play here in the first quarter. The ball goes to number 5, McDonald. He sheds one tackler, and he's going to push out of bounds with just about a 2-yard gain. Went off the right-hand side. Looked like a lot of blue jerseys were behind the line of scrimmage. Absolutely.
The whole team was following them.
The coaches had mentioned that one thing they noticed about the scrimmage that they liked was the fact that it was kind of a rush-to-the-ball mentality, that we might not have made every single tackle, but everybody was getting to the ball as soon as possible. So with the second down here, and it looks like about 8 to go. As you can see, it's going to be a little different with the center bringing the ball up to the line of scrimmage. Take just a second to get set. They're in the wishbone yet again with a flanker to the right. Alter gets the toss, and he's going to be brought down right after the 41-yard line. So it's going to be another about 2 to 3 yard gain. So you're going to be looking at a 3rd and 5 or a 3rd and a long 4 here.
And there's no secret who the ball's going to. It looks like Massey's ready. I'm going to just warn them now, watch for a misdirection later. But it looks like they're ready, and that defense is swarming so far.
Absolutely. So everybody's got some jitters, I'm sure, pregame jitters. Now we're into the game itself, so everybody's kind of feeling themselves, and I'm sure that it's going to take just a second to get all that out of their system. We don't want to jump offside, so we're waiting for a hard count here from Alter. Ball's going to go. It's going to be a fake, and the pass out to the flanker on the right is complete. He gets it around the 50-yard line. He's going to step out of bounds right at about the 49-yard line. So that's going to be a first down for Alter. Just a simple comeback to the outside sideline and pitch and catch.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the flaw of our defense in years is, we can stop the run, but the pass. And so hopefully we can get that kind of fixed early here, because if he can make that good of a pass on 3rd and 5, he's a pretty good quarterback.
Absolutely, yeah. Receiver turned quarterback, so he's got an arm to him, but I bet he can run if he needs to. In the wishbone again, Alter setting up at the 49-yard line. Clinton-Massie comes across the line of scrimmage to the second man. He gets hit by Colton Trampler. Probably not the last time I'm going to make that mistake this evening. Weston had quite a few tackles over the years as well. So Colton Trampler breaks
just another
the line
one
of
in the pipeline.
Yeah, exactly. Another Trampler. So I think we even got one more after that. It breaks the line of scrimmage and makes a tackle actually behind the line of scrimmage, which is going to be a loss of 3.
Awesome. Great play again. Just swarming defense. They looked like they knew it was coming.
Yeah, second man through was unsuccessful for Alter there. Even size at the fullback position for Alter. If we can get a number on him, I believe 28, EJ.
Number 28, yeah. Antonio Murphy Jr.
There we go.
5'11", 253. Big boy.
Pass again, and the ball's batted down, deflected.
Is that 34?
I believe that was Colton Trampler again,
yes.
So he's pumped up here on this particular set of downs. Again, ladies and gentlemen, campusnation.com. If you need to tell a friend, we are streaming live on campusnation.com. Clear picture, great sound. We appreciate our partners at campusnation.com. Rick Phillips and all his teammates there. We appreciate them bringing us live. Absolutely. Camera guy, Corey Price, Clinton-Massie, proud and true resident and employee. So on the camera, we appreciate Corey today. This is going to be streamed live from Campus Nation only. The pass goes back from number 10 out in the flat. He's hit and brought down at the 45-yard line, which is going to be a 4th and 5. Now, I'm assuming Alter's one of those teams that they don't know how to punt, but we'll see here in just a second.
It looks like they're bringing some different personnel in.
It does look like they're switching out. So Clinton-Massie is able to hold to a 4th down and 5.
And it looks like they are going to bring the punter in for this. That is Jack Ruffalo. He's 6'2", 288-pound, big boy, big punter. So looks like they are going to be punting the ball.
And back is number 6 for us, which is Carson Van Hoos, and number 20, Carter Franks. Balls to Van Hoos lets it go past him, and it goes into the end zone. Luckily for a touchback, that was a scary one for a second.
Luckily it got in.
Yeah,
it got in.
Absolutely.
We were all holding our breath up here.
I think there's some heads shaking here on the sideline, hoping that one was going in.
He was kind of in no man's land. Do I pick it
up,
or am I going to get down at the 1? So fortunately, we're getting that on the 20, or is it 25? Is it 20?
We're 20. Yes,
okay.
We're on the 20-yard line, and we're going to go left to right here, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you that aren't able to see our feed and just get to hear our lovely voices, we're left to right here across your TV screen. Cody Zantini is going to bring them out from the huddle. Clinton-Massie with their first offensive play here from the 20-yard line at the south end of the field. So Clinton-Massie, is excited, was able to hold. They are pinned back at the 20 here. Let's see if they can go on a little bit of a run. They'll come out and break formation. Donald Brewer is your flanker out to the left. You've got your twin set here with a fullback, and that's Colton Trampler. Up the middle, the orbit motion. Trampler gets the carry. He's just going to get a yard, maybe 2, kind of testing the middle of that defense. And up the front, they are definitely strong. Kettering Alter anchored on defense by number 50.
Yes, and that is Derek Shepard, that's the big boy.
Yes.
6'4", got offers from Georgia Tech, Cincinnati, Michigan, Nebraska.
Absolutely.
This kid is the real deal. 6'4", over 300 pounds. He looks like a college athlete.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a big boy. I was able to let them in the facilities, and he looks every bit of that. I think they're being nice on that one. So it looks like a 53 defense. They're ready for the run here. The toss goes to Carson Van Hoos. He's going to get in the mix there, but he's going to be brought down with a couple yards to go. So it's going to be about 3rd and 3. It looks like a long 3, almost 4 here, ladies and gentlemen. So Kettering-Alter comes out in their swarming defense. They know what Clinton-Massie is going to do. They're
just as we kind of kind
yep.
of as we knew what they were doing.
Yep.
They know it'll be interesting to see who throws the first wrinkle on things. I know with Zantini Jr. now maybe wants to air it out a little bit.
Yes.
Throw a little bit. So we'll see. I'm sure we're going to run on 3rd and 3, but we'll see.
The plan is definitely that we're going to open it up a little more this year. We'll see what that looks like in practice. So the option goes to Zantini's able to get.
Ooh, good mark.
Possibly the first down. Yes, it is going to be a first down. Clinton-Massie, so on the
he wants to air it out a little bit.
Yes.
Throw a little bit. So we'll see. I'm sure we're going to run on 3rd and 3, but we'll see.
The plan is definitely that we're going to open it up a little more this year. We'll see what that looks like in practice. So the option goes to Zantini.
When you're that close, you just want to make sure you got the first down. So, hey, we move the chains. That's how we roll.
Absolutely. We need to eat up clock. I know Kettering-Alter wants to do the same. They want to stay on the offensive side of the ball as long as possible, keep their defense fresh.
I'm running to the left side every time. I'm staying away from big number 50 there. I'm staying away from Derek Shepard.
My concern is does that mean Hicks is on the other side then? So there's Van Hoos is going to be
hit by Hicks right there.
Yeah, loss of at least 1. So he's going to be a 2nd and 11, or they're going to call it actually back to the line of scrimmage, a 2nd and 10. So Hicks is a phenomenal athlete, a strong athlete. Again, Rivals put him up to a 5-star athlete. So Ohio State, we'll get to see firsthand what an Ohio State recruit looks like right here in front of us.
Well, it's funny. Van Hoos is very quick, very fast. And I'm like, who is that heat-seeking missile?
Yeah.
And it's Hicks.
Yeah, he came in quick.
Hicks is
that's
fast.
For sure.
He is fast, folks.
So I think, again, this is where you're finding out, are we men, are we boys? So the big boys up here up front. Pass, the counter goes back the other way, only gets about a yard, maybe 2. So the fake toss back to the counter, get you a 2.
Fast. And I'm like, who is that heat-seeking missile?
Yeah.
And it's Hicks.
Yeah, he came in quick.
Hicks is
that's
fast.
For sure.
He is fast, folks.
So I think, again, this is where you're finding out, are we men, are we boys? So the big boys up here up front. Pass, the counter goes back the other way, only gets about a yard, maybe 2. So the fake toss back. And who'd you say number 50? The number 50 is the.
That is Derek Shepard.
The Shepard. Yeah.
He's junior, 6'4", 304.
So both of them on the same side. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm running to the other side.
Yeah.
They're on that side.
I don't care if it's the short side of the field or not. We're headed that way.
I think I might go that side.
Absolutely. So looks like we're going to have an offsides penalty on the Kettering Knights, which is going to give a free 5 yards to the Clinton-Massie Falcons, something they desperately need. It's going to bring them a lot closer to the first down. Probably it's going to be about 3rd and 2 with just 6:49 left in the first quarter. So, I mean, you can see time is just getting eaten away. 1 possession so far for Kettering-Alter, and we're still in the first possession for Clinton-Massie.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see who gets that first big play.
Oh, looks like there's a big play
there
here by Carter Frank, and he's
nice
able to
cut
back. Uh-oh, he's going to break it to the end. It looks like he's going to go all the way, ladies and gentlemen. That is a score for Carter Frank. Nice job.
There's the play
here by Carter Frank, and he's able to
cut
back. Uh-oh, he's going to break it to the end. It looks like he's going to go all the way, ladies and gentlemen. That is a score for Carter Frank. Defense, and then he cut that back across the field and outran a good.
Really showed some
defense.
good speed.
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
Really good open field speed there.
So,
very nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, with just that 6-minute and a 30-second mark, Clinton-Massie stabs the first Alter Knight, we'll say, with their sword. If you didn't see before the game, ladies and gentlemen, Alter brought out their sword and had a little ceremony in the middle of the field there, so that's what we're referencing. So a little poke back there from Clinton-Massie.
Don't make us get out of our corn cob.
Yeah, 6:37. It's a 6-0 game with the point after attempt right now, and that's going to be good. And we're looking at 7-0. After 1 possession, Clinton-Massie takes the lead. So tell us, EJ, what's the first thing you noticed besides that great run?
Besides Carter Franks taking it to the banks, Or to the bank.
There
Yeah, there
go.
it goes. Cheesy line number
There
one.
you go.
Folks.
Yeah, count it
No,
one.
that looked good because I was wondering who was going to be your first biggest, that kind of big breakout 30, 40-yard play, and that's huge. That's in a game like this could be a huge score.
Absolutely.
Very big score.
Yeah, there's no doubt. So Carter Frank is definitely the first one to make the big move there, right there at about the 45-yard line or so. Started to make his cut right past the 50, bringing it back to the other side of the 45, and then honestly just put on the jets and ran.
I didn't know if we had the speed with some of their secondary, but man, that's a really good sign.
Yeah, I guess my thought is, where was Hicks on that play?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
got
him.
the speed that you think he might have been able to bird dog him a little bit, but I think
they
he just
might have
got
laid
in the
somebody
wash.
down.
Looks like he got in the wash probably on the replay. We're looking at it here, and it looks like he might have got messed up in some of that and that downfield blocking. So, again, Clinton-Massie comes with the first punch in this slugfest, no doubt. Kettering Alter sets up again now in the 4-3-2-2.
With some speed back there.
Absolutely, yeah. That's Hicks, and it looks like McDonald as well.
Yep.
So let's kick this on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. So Clinton-Massie gets set with their sway side to side.
Squib kick wouldn't be a bad idea.
Wouldn't be Trevor McGinnis puts the ball up, and it's hard left, and it's right into Hicks' hand, and he's set up for the return. Oh, there's a lot of room over on this side. He makes one move, and another. He's going to make it all the way out to the 30-yard line. He's going to be brought down.
He got side to side, but he never did get vertical.
Turn. Oh, there's a lot of room over on this side. He makes one move, and another. He's going to make it all the way out to the 30-yard line. He's going to be brought down. He's going to be brought down. Hard work's paying off so far.
Yes. And again, you saw that kind of swarm. They contained him, made sure that he wasn't going to get past that 30-yard line. That's a great stop.
Little concerned here on the right side. That gunner got put in just a little bit, but we were able to contain him, push him back out, got him to the sideline, made the tackle. So Trevor McGinnis gives us the ball at their 10. They return it to the 30. So we're going to start 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. We're going to go right to left here for Kettering Alter, setting up at the wishbone with the flanker to the left. Clinton-Massie right now in a 4-2 defense. 5 defensive backs. Looks like the option to one side, and Colton Trampler with another tackle. I don't think he was fooled too much on that option give.
No, and he's already emerging as a leader on this team. Colton Trampler on defense. You know, you lose Braxton. Greene moves on to Taylor University.
Absolutely.
But, man, it's immediately – and Colton's been a great player for years, but just seeing him do it on this level tonight and against this team, that's a great sign.
I think he was able to break the starting lineup last year just because out of necessity he was kind of a leader in action. He didn't need to say anything. So Colton Trampler again stepping up here in this second defensive series. 4-2 look. Looks like they spread out a little bit. 2 flankers. Ball goes inside, and nice tackle there. That's going to be Colton Trampler again. Hey, guess what? Colton Trampler got a tackle. I know that's a surprise.
Number 34 stop, Seth Morris. Just making some big plays. Looks like they got about 5 or 6 yards to go.
Yeah, we're updating you, ladies and gentlemen. Wilmington versus East Clinton is going on the other side of town here, and that is Wilmington with a 7-0 lead. East Clinton with the ball, 7-0 Wilmington at this time. Clinton-Massie sets up about the 34-yard line. Alters in their wishbone, flanker left. Clinton-Massie set on defense. Double tight look. The fake, the pass goes out, and it's going to be wide to McDonald. So, honestly, barely out of his. Clinton-Massie set on defense. Double tight look. The fake, the pass goes out, and it's going to be wide to McDonald. So, a couple guys coming off the field right now. You got Brody Muterspall, number 50, Big Brody. I'm sorry, Joey Coker. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. That is a sophomore. That is a sophomore, Joey Coker. I've actually heard a lot of good things from the coaches about Joey Coker. And then number 58 is a transfer. Yep, that's Leighton Bell. Leighton Bell's going to be a good one, EJ. Leighton Bell, and I think Coker is too, especially in his youth. Yes. But Coker is definitely excited some of the coaches. Van Hoos with the catch. He's trying to find the sideline. He's able to break at least 2 tackles and get out to the 42-yard line. So a nice return, a good about 12-yard return there.
They build on what they did offensively. You can tell it pumped the defense up. They made 3 and out, big stops, and now here we are with the ball, good field position. Man, if we could capitalize on this early and often, wow, that'd be good.
Absolutely.
That'd be good.
Nice blocking out there by the punt return unit. Gets us a 12-yard gain. It's going to set up right about the 44-yard line, 43-yard line, and we're going to go left to right here for Clinton-Massie. They're in that double slot look. Looks like Dalen Maple is going to be your fullback. He's able to break one tackle, a second tackle. He's going to be brought down at the 43-yard line of the other side. So a quick 12-yard gain there, it looks like, for Clinton-Massie.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that I think Alter has you on size in the front, but speed. Maybe speed is going to give them a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, it was a bit intimidating realizing some of these big fellas coming in here. I'm like, they got some of these big boys.
Definitely.
And but yeah, we've had some very good success early on them, and a great run there.
Double slot with Carter Uten as your flanker to the right. Van Oos goes in motion, the fake to
there it
him.
is. You got him.
Carter Frank with the pass. And he's going to outrun almost. Wow, it's brought down at the 5-yard line. So a nice pass by Cody Zantini, just in the fake to him.
There it is. You got him.
Carter Frank with the pass. And he's going to outrun almost. Wow, it's brought down at the 5-yard line. So a nice pass.
He was hanging.
He was going. So coming off to the sideline right now, number 21 is Dalen Maple. Did a great job there in the blocking. Now we're going to go. Now we're going to go with a power backfield. That's Clutter's in there and Trampler's in there. Van Hoos is in there. He's able to find the end zone. Nope. Yes. They are going to give him a touchdown. He was able to stick the ball out on the right-hand side. Power backfield. That's Clutter's in there and Trampler's in there. Van Hoos is in there. He's able to find the end zone. Nope. Yes. They are going to give him a touchdown. He was able to.
Perfect setup of Massie this year. You have Dalen to Maple, who sets that with a big first down 12-yarder. Then it goes down to the pass to Carter Frank.
Yep.
Sets you up, and then Van Hoos runs it in. I mean, that's a committee. That's a great-looking team right there. First down 12-yarder. Then it goes down to the pass to Carter Frank.
Yep.
Sets you up, and then Van Hoos runs it in. I mean, that's a committee.
Throw the ball this year? Because I'm telling you, that was a nice pass by Cody Zantini. It was a nice open route by Carter Frank. That's going to be good for an extra point, which brings your score 14-0 with 4:08 left in this first quarter. So actually a quick score there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Hey, 14-0 over this Alter team. Yeah, you see it set up with a big pass, and here we are, and you're grateful for that. But you know the Alter is no slouch. They're coming back.
Yeah, they're not worried. They're probably saying to themselves, well, that Massie, they're a good team. They got a couple scores on us. Now, by no means, you got one of the greatest coaches in Southwest Ohio over there at the Kettering Alter side. He has seen plenty of good championship football and knows exactly what it's going to take to come back at this game. He's telling his boys to calm down. Yep. He's telling his boys that we're going to take this one at a time. They're waiting for the big play. They're waiting for the guy to step up. And in my mind right now, the ball is going to go to the hands of McDonald. They're going to put the ball in the hands of the guy that makes the money for them.
Yes, they are. We're going to see. Now back to Massie. Over under 10 passes tonight, Matt. What do you think?
I'm going to stay under that. But I think there was one year we went 14 pass attempts for a season. So I would say if we get just a few pass attempts.
I'm going to say 8.
Okay. Wow. We're stretching the field at this point with 8. So Trevor McGinnis, the ball into the hands of McDonald. Like I said, they want the ball in his hand right now. He's going to turn the corner.
The right side.
Absolutely. Makes one shimmy shake move, and it's only Trevor McGinnis to beat him. And Trevor McGinnis did save a touchdown without a question. Save in his hand right now. He's going to turn the corner.
The right side.
Absolutely. Makes one shimmy shake move, and it's only Trevor McGinnis to beat him. And Trevor McGinnis did save
backfield on your kickoff, so you got to make a decision. Do we just squib it and hopefully it doesn't get there? But McGinnis, that's a big play for him.
Yeah.
Stopping that would have been 6 points, and here we are with a momentum shift.
Absolutely.
So good play by him. I thought he's a big running back. Maybe not as open field fast as you would think there, maybe to get that corner, but still quick.
And I think they were trying to use the height of the ball. Trevor's able to get the ball up just a little bit to allow their coverage team to get there. Yeah. So bringing the ball up here at the 42-yard line for Kettering Alter from right to left. They're going with a shotgun look.
Here we go.
Now we're 2-by-2 with McDonald in the backfield, shotgun for number 10, and number 10 and it looks like the zone read's going to go to McDonald. He gets hit once, he gets hit twice, and he's going to be brought back to the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry?
Number 10, Brian Shane.
Shane, gotcha, Brian Shane. So that's their quarterback, receiver turn quarterback, leading their offense here. Probably just getting his feet wet a little bit. If this is his first real varsity action, he's kind of feeling things out, kind of seeing how the flow of the game's going to be.
Yeah, tall kid, 6'4", so he definitely can see over the the defense there. So feeling this, just feeling out for him today.
Absolutely. So again, in the shotgun look, 2-by-2 with McDonald in the backfield. I'm sure the idea is that spread Clinton-Massie out, let him run a little bit. Ball's going to get pitched over to McDonald. He's going to be able to find a crease that he's going to pass the 40. He's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So I think Alter's idea is we know that they can stop us on the run so far. Why don't we spread them out?
Yeah.
Why don't we try to find a crease?
And the left side was open.
Yeah, make him respect the pass a little bit.
McDonald's big boy, isn't he?
He is.
He rumbles down there.
So Clinton-Massie with, a couple big plays back-to-back here. McDonald with a couple runs on the 30-yard line. We're going to go in to the south part of the field there. So on the left hash, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Kettering Alter. Again, the 2-by-2 look with Hicks out wide, McDonald to the right, shotgun snap to Shane in the backfield. Ball snapped by Kettering Alter. The read back and then wide open underneath. One missed tackle, and then all of a sudden he's brought down by the turf monster there a little bit.
Two things, they're spreading the field out, so there's a few more gaps. And second of all, Massie scored so quick, I noticed some of the defenders had their hands on their waist now.
Yeah.
They scored so quick that they're a little tired, so going to have to buckle down here.
Absolutely, breathing a little heavy. And it's a hot night, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you that are in your air conditioning, enjoy it. We're up here in the booth. Unfortunately, the air conditioning isn't working when you have 10 windows open. So, it's a little muggy here at Frank Irelan Field, but we're glad to be here. Glad to be playing some football here at Clinton-Massie High School.
I noticed one thing different, though, is they're carrying the ball up. They're not marking the ball. They carry it up to that orange marker.
Gotcha.
So if you see the offense bring the ball up, that's why, out of the huddle.
So trips right, flanker left. McDonald gets the ball. He's able to find a crease right up the middle. He's breaking 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles. He's finally brought down at the 5-yard line. So something tells him he's getting his feet underneath him just a little bit.
Yeah, he's feeling good.
Yeah.
They're feeding the cow, and he's feeling good.
Yeah, as we said before this series started, the idea would be get it in the hands of your moneymaker. They listen. They know it. They're going to definitely take advantage of him and the skills that he brings to the table.
Yeah, and like I said, Massie scoring so quickly. They're getting a little tired. But you don't want to get down like, well, we're up 14-0. Looks like we're cruising. You can't. Not against this team.
Absolutely. Clinton-Massie sets up their defense on the 5-yard line. Kettering Alter, again, staying with that 2-by-2 and shotgun look. They found success this series in that. So McDonald to the right of the quarterback. Shane's going to get the snap. They're going with a zone read again. It's back to McDonald. He's able to crease the middle and score. So that's a touchdown for Kettering Alter. That's going to come to the right of the quarterback. Shane's going to get the snap. They're going with a zone read again. It's back to McDonald. He's able to crease the middle and score. So that's a touchdown for.
And you see that just physical, wear that Massie defense down. So what you want now is your offense to, obviously it's nice to score quick, but if you take it and you take 20 plays to score, that's okay.
That's not the worst thing in the world, right? So grinding it out offense here for Kettering Alter. They were able to just basically a little bit of zone left, zone right, read left, get all the way down the field, and that brought them a score with a point after attempt here coming from number 12 for the Kettering Alter Knights, and that is Jack Ruffalo, who's actually listed, I believe, as a captain, 3-year starter. That's actually no good. So it's going to be 14-6 with 1:44 left at the end, or coming to the end of the first quarter. So what are we seeing on defense? Is there a reason to be nervous, or is there going to be adjustments made?
Well, they adjusted and came out in a spread. It opened up some gaps for them to get the ball and really opened up the running game more than anything with that spread. And so you're going to see more of that, seeing that they capitalize on it, found a weakness. They're going to spread our defense out, obviously, in these next few drives. Yeah, hopefully they can get their breath. Maybe we'll have a bit of a sustaining drive here and just kind of get their breath and kind of regroup for the Falcons' defense.
All right, so hot night, ladies and gentlemen, over here on the sidelines. Make sure everybody gets hydrated. Everybody's setting up for the kickoff return. In the backfield is going to be Van Oos, and it looks like Carter Frank is also going to be a returner. So Clinton-Massie setting up in their kickoff return. You got Caden Clutter out there. You got Dawson Conley out there, number 1. I believe it's Carter Uten, Blake Ireland as well. Then you got your front 5 up here set up. Donald Brewer's over there. Looks like Rolf. So I assume they think Kettering Alter may be pulling some shenanigans here because they were way up close to the line. Now they backed off just a little bit. Now, I've noticed already they have a lot of guys going both ways and playing on special teams. So that's that. The Hicks is on special teams. They've got another gentleman. It looks like number 2 is playing on special teams. That's Aiden Plate, a captain, and looks like into his third year starting defensive back. They're going to squib that one, get it low onto the ground. Carter Uten, number 1, is able to get that ball. He's going to be hawked from behind. Number 24 makes the tackle for the Kettering Alter Knights. That is Harper Mitchell, also a senior third-year starter, looks like.
But to that point, is all these guys playing back and forth, offense and defense, and even special teams, third and fourth quarter, it may that may take a toll on them.
Could impact them, especially, the benefit about size, obviously, is you push people around. The negative about size is usually, unless you're just in the most fit, shape of your life, you wear down a little bit. So we're hoping that's the case. In fact, you can see missing from the lineup here on the defensive side was that number 50, which is Derek Shepard Jr. He is out right now.
Taking a breather.
Yeah, just taking a breather. Maybe, again, the hot night is
and this is their first game.
Yeah.
Who knows how many of them are in great shape yet.
Yeah, they did play against Lakota East, a Division I team, last week in a scrimmage. Obviously Lakota East, a big school, so had a showing against them, but probably not a fair enough showing with the type of opponent they're going to play the rest of the year. So Colton Tramplers testing the middle of that Alter defense, gets just a couple yards, brought down hard by Kettering Alter, and that's going to leave a 2nd and 8.
Give Trampler a little care. He's been leading you on defense. Give him a little love on the offensive side.
Absolutely. Keep him happy, keep his stats up a little bit. So he's going to actually set up again as a fullback in the backfield, double slot with Van Hoos on the left. Carter Frank goes into the orbit motion. He's going to get the pitch. He's going to get stopped. Looks like, might be just a tiny bit winded. Carter Frank turned that orbit motion a little bit slower than the first time, and he was able to be head on with James, looks like Keeley Jr., and that's a captain, senior that's looking at a third-year starter there as well. So a lot of these guys, it seems like they've been playing since their sophomore year. And I believe I remember seeing this team win most of these teams have been when they were sophomores. So just 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Looks like we're going to get one more playoff here before we take just a break. Trips right by the Clinton-Massie Falcons. Colton Trampler is your defender in the backfield. Looks like a bubble screen. Nice block by Trampler. Uten gets a decent amount of yards there. They're going to mark him down with just 1 yard to go. So it's going to be tight. Yeah, it's going to be real close.
He marked his own ball.
Yeah, he set the ball down there.
Give yourself a good spot there.
I think we're going to call that quarter done with just 8 seconds left. So actually they're going to give a measurement here, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't look like from this angle that he's got it, although, of course, the Clinton-Massie coaches are saying, yeah, absolutely, easily.
A little persuasion
without question, they got it, no problem. So Clinton-Massie's going to take just a...
Whoa! Oh. They gave it to him. Good spot there, Carter Uten.
Yeah, that's interesting. So they did give him a first down. So it's now 1st down and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A lesson to all you kids playing this year. If you're going to spot the ball yourself, give yourself a good spot.
Absolutely. And I think even Coach McSturley kind of mentioned that to me as a side note there. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the first quarter. And we're able to bring a 14-6 score to you, ladies and gentlemen. So the Clinton-Massie Falcons on top of the Kettering Alter Knights by a score of 14-6. What are we thinking here going into the second quarter?
Well, my first question is, are they maybe not measuring since we are during COVID? Maybe they're just eyeballing it this year?
It definitely looked like that was an eyeball. And I don't know if it's because of the concern about it being on the other side of the field. But, they just eyed it up and said, let's go. So I'm sure it'll work both ways for both teams. So Kettering Alter setting up over there in their defensive huddle in order to get ready for the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank our local sponsors. Football fans, stop by Sam's Meats, located here in Wilmington, Ohio, at 1209 West Locust Street to support a locally owned and operated business. Sam's Meats has fresh chicken, pork, and beef along with deli cheese and lunch meats. Their meat deals are a great way to buy meat in bulk, helping to save you both time and money. The dining room is open and for you and to enjoy homemade hot bar meals and their made-to-order grill menu. Sam's Meats also offers catering, party trays, and a variety of homemade desserts, open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Go check them out. And I would like to speak firsthand knowledge. Sam's Meats actually caters the Clinton-Massie breakfast for our teachers when they come back every year. Does an absolutely excellent job.
Get you a ribeye.
Absolutely. Get you some meat over there at Sam's Meats. They do a great job. Best bacon in the land. Also, we'd like to thank Tin Cap. Tin Cap is more than just your locally owned hard cider company. Tin Cap offers handcrafted hard ciders along with local craft beers, cocktails, and pizza. Tin Cap leads the area in entertainment, offering large TVs for big-name games just like this one, EJ. The largest outdoor patio with a covered area and a large stage area for live music. Join your friends at Tin Cap, where they always serve up smiles by the glassful.
Here we go. It's perfect timing.
Thank you. Colton Trampler with a crease, and he's going to get a good, hard 5 yards, ladies and gentlemen, in order to crease the defense there, get up there to right at the 50-yard line.
Nice hard run.
So right now it is 6-0 Wilmington. Those of you interested in a Wilmington EC game, 6-0 Wilmington is your score. The score here is 14-6. Clinton-Massie with 2 quick scores in the first quarter. Kind of going on cruise mode now, hopefully, and just going to eat up some clock, grind away. Donald Brewer bringing in the play to Cody Zantini. Zantini releases the huddle, and we're back to the line of scrimmage and a wishbone with flanker left. Snap the ball to Carter Frank. Carter Frank's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be brought back by about a half yard.
They're getting ready for number 20. They're getting ready for him.
Yeah, I think just like they know number 5 on the Kettering Altar side, McDonald is their bell cow. It looks like Carter Frank has taken the early lead to that nomenclature there, that label for Clinton-Massie. He's also playing both ways and on kick return, so I'm sure he's in great shape. I know he is because he's been at the strength lab all summer and working hard.
He does look like he's in great shape.
Oh, he's in great shape, but on a hot night like this, even the best of us can get tired.
Yeah, it'll test everybody.
Yeah. I'm getting tired, and I'm just announcing in a booth. So, I mean, it's definitely hot out there, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, we're in the wishbone, flanker left, tight end right. It looks like toss goes to Van Oos, trying to get a little crease speed on the outside. He's able to get the first down. He makes another cut, another miss, and it looks like he's going to break into the open field, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 10, it's the 5. Score for Clinton-Massie.
Van Oos on the...
He's trying to get a little crease speed on the outside. He's able to get the first down. He makes another cut, another miss, and it looks like he's going to break into the open field, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 10, it's the 5. Score for... You thought just for a second it looked like number 2 was going to get him in the backfield, kind of creasing that defense at 45, and then all of a sudden a little speed kicked in, and he outran that gentleman at the end between the 10 and the end zone.
Great speed.
Yeah,
now,
absolutely.
Remember, he's come back from injury. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago he actually broke his foot.
Bad injury, but man, to see that
injury.
speed like that tonight, great sign for the Falcons.
Reminds me of a young E.J. Lamb, I'm sure, back in the day.
Yeah, I think it was a 5.340 in my prime.
Yeah, I think or Corey Price, our cameraman in his days of Waynesville football, one of the two is one of those.
What's the Spartans doing tonight? Anybody got a score?
Yeah, we need to find if you're able to go ahead and send us your information as far as scores around. We're going to check Score Stream. We'll make sure and update you as best we can. That number, if you'd like to text us, is 937-303-8069. Again, 937-303-8069. Tell us where you're listening and watching this game at. We'd love to hear from people all over the world, all over the country. So just to let you know, Wilmington did actually go up with another score, and they're up 14-0. So, again, send in your text messages to 937-303-8069. We'd like to hear where you're listening and watching this game at.
So we got replays going on here tonight?
Yeah, I believe we are.
Awesome.
We have replays going on.
People are loving the replays.
Loving the replays, absolutely, yeah. They just like hearing our voice again, EJ. I believe that's what it is. Yeah.
Hey.
So Clinton-Massie taking a 21-6 lead with 10:25 left in that first quarter. Setting up again for a kickoff. That's 3 scores in about a quarter and a quarter here. We excited to see that many points on the board. Yes.
I like our speed. It's
absolutely
looking good against this team. This is a great test to figure out kind of where you're at.
They've done a great job so far, making it a nice game. It looks like they're able to. Ladies and gentlemen,
onside kick.
We absolutely seen an onside kick. I hope you. They've done a great job so far, making it a nice game. It looks like they're able to. Ladies and gentlemen,
onside kick.
We absolutely seen.
In the booth.
They absolutely did not see that coming. That was a pop kick. It went over here on the left-hand side, closest to our booth, ladies and gentlemen. And the catch, I believe, was made by number 24 for the Clinton-Massie Falcons. That was Braden Greene. If that was 24, that was Braden Greene.
Way to go, Braden.
Absolutely. That is
big
amazing.
Big play, buddy. Big play. Hey, it counts. It was 10 yards.
Yeah, we got a
10 yards.
Good friend of the broadcast team in Clinton-Massie football. Darren Brown is in Arkansas watching and listening to this game in Arkansas.
Hey.
Darren, we're glad to hear you.
Shout out to the Razorbacks. You get football this fall.
Yeah. Stay safe out there. Darren does a great job for Arnell and wonderful man for Clinton-Massie football. His wife takes pictures for Friday Night Lights, does a great job as well. So let's see if we can clear up the flags on the field, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get some explanation here in just a second. Okay, so we're going to try to sort this out. It looks like we're going to re-kick. No? Okay, so they're sending out the defense, ladies and gentlemen, so it doesn't look like that's going to be...
Yeah, I think it was after the ball was dead.
Okay.
We'll see. They're going to clear it up here.
Not a lot of... So, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying the best we can to figure out what's going on here. Okay, just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, we're on CampusNation.com. CampusNation.com, held here at Clinton-Massie Local Schools. This is not a Clinton-Massie broadcast event. Again, Clinton-Massie Field on CampusNation.com.
We got the ball. Or did they? No, they have the ball. I'm sorry. Alter. So I guess the penalty resulted in them taking the ball.
So interesting setup. We're not exactly sure what happened. I think they're going to call catch interference. So defense is set up right at the 50-yard line. McDonald breaks a tackle, but he turns it against. Yep, turns it against. Another one gets all the way down. Now he's going to lose about a good. So defense is set up right at the 50-yard line. McDonald breaks a tackle, but he turns it against. Yep, turns it against. Another one gets.
Shout out to number 87 there, Charlie Hale. He contained him. He saw him coming back, so he just contained him and let the others to make sure he wasn't going to get that corner. Great play, defense. And on that, where you lose a bunch of yardage and you don't get the onside kick, very nice to get this momentum turned the other way. Now they got about second and 20 to go.
Yeah, and our good friend Trey Utrick is telling us right now that Bellbrook is winning 21-0. So from the land of Ball State, Trey's checking in here with Clinton-Massie on CampusNation.com. Ball goes to McDonald, the fake, and actually the ball's tipped in the air by number 21, Dalen Maple. Dalen Maple is very quick. In fact, the coaches have said he is the fastest kid on the team, whether it's the 60-yard dash, the 40-yard dash. He's able to take the lead even over the Van Hooses and the Carter Frank. So Dalen Maple uses his speed, uses his height, puts his hands up in the air, and is able to bring that ball down.
Quick hands, too. There.
Absolutely.
Quick hands.
He saw the fake, put his hands up, knew he wasn't going to get to the quarterback. Good defensive play by our friend there, Dalen Maple.
You hear the fans kind of getting involved now. The fans that can make it and could come, they're in. They're ready.
Absolutely. Clinton-Massie's held him back to third and what looks like about 20. Yep. He's going to look for a long pass here. Airs it out. The ball's overthrown. That's a smart play by Cody Zantini. Didn't touch the ball carrier, didn't go for the ball. He's going to look for a long pass here. Airs it out. The ball's overthrown. That's a smart play by Cody Zantini. Didn't touch their punt return team onto the field. Another defensive stand, and this time actually pushing Alter back a solid 10 yards.
Yeah, and after they kind of got pushed down there the last drive, it's good to see them coming out here being aggressors and making some plays. Absolutely. This is a great defense.
Doing a great job, and I think the speed is, like you said, what's gonna definitely be helpful. Kicks away. Ball's going to go to Carson Van Hoos. Van Hoos is trying to get the ball up to the left-hand side. Nice little shimmy shake. Yeah. He makes one turn.
Nice play. Block,
he's got a lot of blockers in the front.
Cut it up.
He's going to go.
Nice.
And he's going to go. And he's to the 20. They're going to call him out of bounds. Yep. So Carson Van Oos with a fantastic run. He's got
baby.
a lot of blockers in the front.
Cut it up.
He's going to go.
Nice.
And he's going to go. And he's to the 20. They're going to call him out of, they're going to call him out of bounds. Yep. So Waynesville is losing to Bellbrook 21-0. So
so that's the Waynesville game.
Yeah, Waynesville game and Bellbrook 21-0.
I know Waynesville had some starters coming back after a 9-2 season, so there's some expectation there.
I'm sure.
So they'll get it together.
Yeah, we want our good friends over there to the west on our Warren County side there, Waynesville. Longtime rival. Hope to see them again sometime on this football field. Be great to see them. But looks like a little timeout by Kettering-Alter. They just want to take a moment and kind of regroup and breathe. I think right away Clinton-Massie has shown first and foremost we back down from no one.
Nobody. And it's great to see them. And so many of these players are coming back. We said that maybe they didn't get the same practices with COVID going on, but I tell you what, these guys have played together for so long. A lot of these juniors, these seniors, they played together for so long. You can tell they haven't skipped a beat, and they are ready to go.
Yeah, some of these teams, members on this team have been playing since third grade, maybe even before then if they played over in the flag football days or something like that. But this team has been together for quite a long time. Carson Van Oos with a great return there, so made a little shimmy shake. I don't know if you saw that on the close sideline here. Started to go outside, made a nice cut back to the inside, came past the 40 to the 50, did get a little bump, tried to return back to the field of play and touched out of bounds there. Looks like right at the 39-yard line. So Alter with a quick timeout. They regroup, they refresh, they get a little water. They're able to come back onto the field, and Clinton-Massie is also setting up to return to the field with 9:08 left. 21-6 is your score here at Campus Nation, campusnation.com.
I'm telling you what, if you're going to tell me earlier with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter, it's 21-6. Massie looks like they're marching again. You're going to take it every time against this Alter team.
Absolutely.
Great display.
Absolutely. So Kettering-Alter probably, had a little conversation about, hey, let's hold here. Let's put them back on defense. Let's let them stay out of the end zone one time here, and then Alter feels like they can probably come back and score right before halftime. So with about 9 minutes left on the 39-yard line, going into the south end zone here at Frank Irelan Field, Clinton-Massie High School, the double slot look with the fullback and a flanker to the right. Orbit motion to Carson. Dalen Maple gets the carry. He's able to get a solid 4, almost 5 yards. I'll tell you, what he does is speed. Yeah, it's so quick. I mean, he's so quick. I mean, he gets the ball, and then in 2 steps, he's seemingly 3 or 4 yards down the field. So great job by Maple. And I think they're going to keep him and Colton Trampler in and out to, I'm sure, keep him a little bit more fresh for defense.
When you have a stable of backs, 3 and 4 running backs, you can do that. You can keep them fresh. And all these are showing great speed and just great ability tonight.
Yeah. So Donald Brewer brings the play in. On the right-hand side, that's your flanker. Wishbone set up. Tied into your left is Dawson Conley. Santini turns around, gives the ball to Carter Frank. He's able to get just about a yard and then push back by about 4 or 5 defenders for the Kettering-Alter Knights.
Not a lot going on in that middle. They're shoring up that middle on defense.
Absolutely.
So we will keep feeding that rock, I'm sure, up the middle, but they got some big boys. Got some big boys.
Yeah, they're big up front. Looks like maybe just a little bit of panting going on. Again, size doesn't always necessarily mean you're ready to go in the fourth quarter unless you're just in tip-top shape. Now, again, I think if you notice on defense, I'm trying to get a number there on the far-hand side. If that Shepard is Shepard, yeah, it does look like Shepard's back in the game. I can't tell if that's 50 or 58.
Yeah, I can't tell. It looks right here from 50 from my angle.
Yeah, it does. It is 50. Yeah, so Shepard's back in the game, just needed
big
a breather.
Derek Shepard.
Yeah, absolutely. Big boy. And double slot look, orbit motion. Maple gets the give at the fullback position.
They ran right past him that time.
Yeah, he's able to, push people around, but not necessarily locking out and looking at the read right now. So they may be able to crease him just right underneath him. Carter Frank comes out of the game. Dalen Maple comes out of the game.
Here we go, 4th and 1. Big boys coming in.
Yep, looks like Colton Trampler and Clutter are going to come. That's Caden Clutter. Donald Brewer brings the play into Cody Zantini. So the crowd gets stirred up here on the Clinton-Massie sideline. Looks like the power eye set. Zantini snaps the ball, gets the ball to Van Oos. He's able to get a first down. And actually, he's going to get at least 1 or 2 more. So they're going to move the sticks, move the chains there.
Great blocking. And I want to say this because we talk about these running backs, but, man, this offensive line is playing great.
Doing a great job.
Against a big defensive line. They are playing great tonight.
Yes, it is. It's big boy ball
Good
up
push.
here. Absolutely
Good
big
push.
boy ball. So Clinton-Massie, Carter Frank jogging back onto the field. Cody Zantini waiting for the play that's going to come in from Carter Uten. Dan McSurley relays the play from Jesse Zantini up here in the box, ladies and gentlemen, offensive coordinator, longtime coach for Clinton-Massie. Dan McSurley, talked to him earlier this week, started his 36th year of teaching. 36th year of teaching. It was his 36th opening day. So excited to have him back in the classroom. Wishbone set. The pitch is going to go to Carter Frank. Nice blocking up front. He's able to push one guy out of the way. Ball goes out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by number 68. 68 on the tackle a couple times today. That's James Kingley Jr., again, a captain and a couple-year starter already. So he's going to lead their defense and has made a couple tackles already. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to reach out to us and let us know where you're listening and watching the game from, 937-303-8069 is the number to text. We appreciate those reaching out to us, letting us know where you're listening to Clinton-Massie Altar football, possibly around the world.
We're global.
We're global. Clinton-Massie football is global. So the orbit motion, the give is to Daniel Maple. He's able to break one tackle. He's able to get out of the first layer of defense into the defensive backfield. Is global. So the orbit motion, the give is to Daniel Maple. He's able to break one tackle. He's able to get out of the first layer of defense. Able to crease that defense. You know, as big as they are, as you said up front,
man, this
he's
is
just
impressive.
hitting it fast. He's just hitting it fast.
The line, the running backs, to do this against this Altar team is impressive.
Yeah, this Clinton-Massie offensive line, Colton Doyle, who's actually played a couple years already, started at tight end as a sophomore and then moved into the interior line, started all last year, starting again as a senior, leading that offensive line. On the left guard position, you got Joey Boffman over there. You got Lane Schultz over there. You got Brody Muterspaw, and I believe you got Garrett Vance up the middle. Van Oos with a nice little jump cut.
Nice little hop there.
Oh, nice job. Nice run. I tell you, it looks like Altar is a little tired right now.
It looks like they're tired, and it looks like we're fresh.
Absolutely. So coming into, looks like coming into about the 6-yard line with 5:56 left in the second quarter. Clinton-Massie hungry for another score, ladies and gentlemen. So bringing the play in, setting up on offense here with a double tight wishbone set. Cody Zantini goes under center. Ball goes to Carter Frank. He's able to find a crease, and he's going to be in the end zone. Are they counting it?
Yep.
Touchdown. Nice job. Had a little sun in our eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
Carter Frank to the bank.
Ball goes to Carter Frank. He's able to find a crease, and he's going to be in the end zone. Are they counting it?
Yep.
Touchdown. Nice job. Had a little sun in our eyes.
Right?
Absolutely. So looking for the point after attempt. You never expect it here, but I think we are looking at what potentially could be a 3-score lead with 5:30 left in the second quarter. So we'd like to say hi to Steve and Diane Camby of Clarksville. Go Falcons! A parent of a former kicker, Jeremy Dart. Jeremy Dart. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. So that point after attempt is good.
It's good.
So it looks like we're at a 20. Looks like we're at 28-6 with 5:31 left in the second quarter. So, I mean, for those of you that have just joined us,
we didn't expect this. Now, we expected if you'd have said 7-7, 14-7. But, man, this is a pleasant surprise for the Falcon faithful.
Yes. So another listener from San Antonio, Texas. Shout out to San Antonio, Texas. Again, we're looking worldwide. We're looking countrywide here. So Clinton-Massie football on campusnation.com. We thank our friend Rick Phillips for setting us up. And again, appreciate the support of those around us here, local businesses that want to sponsor Clinton-Massie football. So Kettering Altar sets up. Looks, I don't want to use the word shell-shocked because I can't speak for their players, but it just doesn't look like they're in a good space right now in their head. Not sure exactly what's happened. They've come down here to Frank Irelan Field, to the cornfields, ladies and gentlemen, from the city, and have recognized very quickly that Clinton-Massie backs down from nobody, ready to play. So Trevor McGinnis tees the ball up, gets set, calls for his kickoff team to come to the line, boots it. This time it's low. Gets it in the hands of number 3 for Kettering Altar. He finds a lane on the left-hand side. Breaks loose for a good, Looks like by the time it's all over, he's going to get a good 15, almost 17 yards. He's going to set up a helmet comes off there quickly at the last minute. So he's going to set up offense on the 37-yard line for Alter.
The critics that are out there saying, Massey's last 2 games, playoff games, they weren't ready for. They kind of took it complacent. What I love seeing is this is a big game for Week 1, and they're not complacent. They're not overconfident. They came to play, and if they can carry this mentality all the way through the season into the playoffs, that's going to help them. They are ready to play tonight.
Absolutely. They've come out ready to slug, and so far I've gotten the first couple of shots here. So it looks like Blake Ireland's going to set up here on defense against the Hicks gentleman on the far outside flanker position. Trips left. They're going to run the zone read. The quarterback gets hit by Colton Trampler. He does get a couple yards there, ladies and gentlemen. So Colton Trampler meets him with a couple of his buddies. They're able to get a good 5 yards on the first play. We'd like to send a shout-out to Britt and Charity Gardner, listening from Fairhope, Alabama. Proud aunt and uncle of Braden Greene, who just caught that potential onside kicks. And then also Taylor University player Braxton Greene, you mentioned before. Absolutely. Braxton, we wish him a lot of luck.
What's up, Taylor University,
Along with Brendan Lamb up at Taylor University. I'm taking their online classes and lifting weights right now. So you got 2 to the left, 1 to the right. The pitch goes to McDonald. McDonald's met in the backfield and brought down by Colton Trampler. Looks like that's going to be. So you got 2 to the left, 1 to the right. The pitch goes to McDonald. McDonald's met in the backfield and brought down by Colton Trampler.
Play before he met him, head on.
Yes, he did.
And when you get hit by Trampler, you've been hit. And then right there pursued him and made the play. Man, he is a wrecking ball tonight.
We got people watching from Blue Ash saying, "Go Brody Muterspaw." So lots of love from Cincinnati as well.
These guys are ready to play. That's great.
Clinton-Massie ready to go, set up in defense. Got their 5 defensive backs ready to drop back with the 2x2 set. Ball goes to a bubble screen. He's able to get the ball on the run, makes one person miss, and that's Colton Trampler again making the tackle downfield. So that's going to be a first time. Back with the 2x2 set. Ball goes to a bubble screen. He's able to get the ball on the run, makes one person miss, and that's Colton Trampler again making the tackle downfield.
Down or 2, you're still in the game.
Absolutely. So we've got people listening, watching the game online from outside Atlanta. That's our friend Dale Williams, longtime videographer for us here at Clinton-Massie football. Dalen Maple switches over here to left-hand side. Charlie Hale on the far side at defensive end. There's a shift on the D-line, which brings the ball kind of high to McDonald. He's been in the backfield, but they are able to pull it. Yep, it was a read play. So I believe Shane is the quarterback. Shane's able to bring the ball. A little help up from Blake Irelan. Appreciate that sportsmanship.
Yeah, the snap was very high, went up and got it, and definitely looked like he made something out of nothing there.
Yeah, he might have just said, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. So we're getting a go, Massey, go, all the way from San Diego. Matt and Sheila, San Diego. Kettering Alter with the trips right, flanker to the left. McDonald in the backfield. Now they're going to shift and move that 2x2 set. Shane with the pass. He's going to take the easy one to Hicks, but it's out of the hand of Hicks as he goes to the sideline. So that's going to be a 3rd down and 3.
I guess that's why he's going as a DB.
Go Falcons from the Sheely family. The broadcast is great for the fans, so that we appreciate the love there for the broadcast from the Sheely family. Got people watching from Belmont, Ohio, so we appreciate all the love across Ohio. In Cincinnati, go Falcons from the east side. Appreciate it from John and Joy Settlemeyer.
All right.
So bring the ball back to the 34-yard line. Will be Kettering Alter with a trips right. Flanker left look. McDonald in the backfield. Shane set up for the shotgun snap. Fakes it. Keeps the read. Looks like he's going to be able to snag the first down.
Going to get it barely, looks like.
It looks like he's going to be able to snag that first down. He might set up about a half-yard short there, but I'm sure at this point,
well, they're giving it to him. Anything close tonight.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're going to give it to him.
It's working both ways so far.
Well, and hey, listen, they're going to make this run. There's no give up in Alter. They've kind of got winded on defense, but they need to answer here and stay in this game. We got about 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in the second period here.
2 minutes, 45 seconds for Clinton-Massie to hopefully shut the door on this scoring drive. Kettering-Alter sets up in a 3-by-1 set. Makes a call from the line. Looks like an audible from Shane with McDonald to his left. Shotgun snap comes from the Alter Knights. A little bit high again. McDonald gets it. He's met immediately in the backfield.
Right now looks like over.
With McDonald to his left. Shotgun snap comes from the Alter Knights. A little bit high again. McDonald gets it. He's met immediately in the backfield. And I know you're excited about hearing about those scores.
And a shout out to all you folks that, with the restrictions this year and everything, thanks for supporting the team, watching them, and watching them from where you're at.
Absolutely.
And rooting them on. It's wonderful to be able and experience some high school football this year in 2020.
But we understand there's restrictions that we just can't get around, and we
Sure.
appreciate your understanding. So
Sure.
3-by-1 set, McDonald in the backfield. Shane gets a shotgun snap. Counter play to McDonald. He makes one person
Nice
miss,
cut.
but actually that swarming defense, he only gets a yard
Swarming.
on that.
That's what they are. And they, he did a little move on Maple, which is kind of impressive. He's a quick kid.
Yeah.
Does that move on him, but then that defense just swarmed.
Yeah, at this point, they're looking to maybe see if they can just run the clock out. Looks like there's a few hands on hips by Clinton-Massie players.
Yeah.
It's a hot night, ladies and gentlemen.
It is.
They've been going on a long run here, so it's I'm sure it's tiring.
1:37 left.
1:37 before we get to a halftime 3-by-1 set, again by Kettering-Alter. Definitely went to the spread look after success in that scoring drive. They're going to test the air. Hard pass caught. He's going to be brought down right at the 10-yard line, and that's going to be for the Kettering-Alter Knights. That's number, looks like 30. Sorry, we're getting you a number, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like 34 maybe?
Seth Morris.
Seth Morris, there you go, 34, yep.
Another big boy, 6'2", 207. I'm telling you what, they got some size.
They got size.
Which sometimes, like you said, in a game like this, may not be in your best favor come fourth period.
Right. Good catch by him, though, and he was able to even get a couple yards after catch there. So
Here they come. They're making a run.
Hopefully making a lockdown stand here to stop before the half. Dalen Maple sets up on the defensive side on the end. Charlie Hale on the other end. Trampler with the blitz. He's able to bring down Shane in the backfield. He's also going to he's able to keep up, ladies and gentlemen. They're calling him down. They're calling him down, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice play, fellas.
That was a great play. So Colton Trampler is able to get that guy down in the backfield.
Wow,
nice play. Is that Dalen Maple? That was Dalen Maple that joins him in the backfield. That is a great play that's going to bring them back a good 3 or 4 yards.
Great defense. If you're looking at this screen and you're looking at big number 76, folks, I'll give you your stats for big number 76.
Here we go.
That is Devin Anderson, and he is 6'4", 350 pounds.
6'4", 350.
Yes.
Whew. That's a
45 seconds left in the period.
Hicks to the right. Again, that all-star recruit for Ohio State is your far right receiver. They're in a 3-by-1 set with Shane, the quarterback, down. They're going to go 2-by-2 with motion by number 34, Morris. Ball snapped. Ball's going to go in the air. Morris looks like he's open. Almost tipped by Caden Clutter, but almost into the hand by number 34, Morris. Ball snapped. Ball's going to go in the air. Morris looks like he's open. Almost tipped by Caden Clutter. Yep. Okay. No. 4 or 5, but seems like quite a few. So, yeah, we're going to send a shout out to our Blanchester friends and our Goshen
Sipple playing
friends.
Quarterback for him this year.
Sipple playing
Great
quarterback.
athlete.
Absolute phenomenal athlete. 27-7 is your Blanchester Goshen, and that is Blanchester up by 20. So Kettering-Alter here trying to score right before the half. 3-by-1 set. Hicks in motion here. Looks like maybe he's going to set up in a 2-by-2 now. Shane gets the snap. Maple's from the outside. He's almost able to make a contact. All by himself in the defensive backfield with the score. Yep.
Got it. Kind of found an opening there. And,
yes, he did.
Got it right in there.
19 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. So a long drive by by Kettering-Alter that's going to end up in a score against Clinton-Massie. Just found that little soft spot right underneath the field goal there.
Impressive. And to come back from that previous sack where they lost 10 yards and come back and make that play, good heart out of this team, out of Alter. They're not going to go away tonight. That's for sure.
Absolutely. So setting up, they're actually going to call a timeout for this point after 10. While we're doing that, we're going to shout out Mike in Milford. Thanks for broadcasting the game, he says, and they wish they could be there. So Ladies and gentlemen, just a friendly reminder on this timeout. Sam's Meats for your football fans. Stop by Sam's Meats located here in Wilmington, Ohio at 1209 West Locust Street to support a locally owned and operated business. Sam's Meat has fresh chicken, pork, and beef along with deli cheese and lunch meats. Their meat deals are a great way to buy meat in bulk, helping to save you both time and money. The dining room is open for your enjoyment. You can look at the homemade hot bar, or you can go to their order hot grill menu. So Sam's Meats is also offering catering, party trays, and a variety of homemade desserts. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Why don't you go check them out at Sam's Meats? Best bacon in town, ladies and gentlemen.
Get you some bacon.
Absolutely.
Want to give a shout out to some future Falcon football players, Carter Lamb and Hudson Lamb. What's up, boys?
There you go.
Watching the game right now.
Absolutely excited.
Reese and Stella, hello to them too if they're watching. Don't know if the girls are.
Oh, I'm sure everybody is glued to the TV to hear Dad and his broadcasting. So
you know what they're doing at the grandparents tonight? They're shucking corn, freezing corn.
Point after attempt by Alter, almost blocked by Dawson Conley. That's going to be good, ladies and gentlemen. So it's 28-13 with about 19 seconds left in the second quarter. So if you're Clinton-Massie, you just got to accept that, shake it off. Let's go ahead and take a knee. Let's get into halftime. Let's hydrate. Let's get a little rest.
And you take it, and you take the ball in the second half.
Absolutely. And you're getting the ball to start that second half, ladies and gentlemen. So, EJ, if you're bringing this team together at the halftime, what are the first things that you're saying that are positive?
Oh, to the Falcons?
Yep.
Oh, I'm just going to build on that offensive line, what they've been doing all night. And just everybody. It's such a great collective effort offensively, defensively. The defense is swarming, and it's a bend but don't break. And so I'm just going to build them up and just really brag on that defense, that swarming defense, and brag on that offensive line and running backs. Everybody's doing their job tonight, everybody. Special teams. And you got a 28-13 lead to build on, but you got to build on it. Got to build on it through the second half.
Yeah, I would agree. We're interested to see if Kettering's just going to kick the ball away. Massie might try to make something out of this return, but I think at this point they're going to be happy taking a 28-13 lead into the halftime so they can hydrate, they can get a little rest.
Sure.
Alter with the kickoff. It's going to be low on the ground, right into the hands of Carter Frank. Finds a little crease, and he's able to get up to the 38-yard line. 38-yard line.
14 seconds left.
Yep.
You probably just you take this nice lead and you build on it. In
Absolutely.
Halftime.
Yeah, take a knee. Let's see what we can do at this point. So Clinton-Massie is, I think, going to be happy to take the lead into half. And I think they're excited right now. I know they're tired. It's hot. They've expelled a lot of energy, but at this point, they got to be feeling good about where they're at overall in the game.
Yeah, got to get some Gatorade in you.
Absolutely.
Get some water, rehydrate, and just build on this for the second half. And you want to be safe, but you don't want to get complacent. You want to just keep that hammer down, keep that aggression offensively and defensively, especially defensively. The way they're swarming on the ball has been impressive tonight.
So Cody Zantini takes a knee. That's going to take us into the end of the second quarter. With the score, Clinton-Massie 28, the Alter Knights 13. So as you said, EJ, the good that's coming into the conversation about Clinton-Massie, what about the good that Alter is saying to their team?
Well, they're building. They came down and just marched down for a touchdown, and they came back, found the soft spot in the defense, and scored a touchdown. So you say, let's build on that, guys. We just scored. Let's build on that and play through that the whole second half on what we just did.
Yeah, I would say Kettering Alter, as you said, is not nervous. They're not concerned. They know that there's going to be no issue.
They've been here before.
They've been here lots and lots of times. So just to show you the final the movement on football, we are going to receive the ball in the second half. So Caden Clutter receives for the second half. Clinton-Massie will start with the ball. And a 28-13 lead. So Clinton-Massie makes their way back to the locker room. Kettering Alter, I think, is going to choose to just stay out here on the field, maybe take one of the corners of the end zone, take a time to relax and get a little water in them. So Clinton-Massie's band is setting up. We're going to take a moment and actually speak to one of the Buckeye recruiters, well, I shouldn't say recruiters, he runs and helps with the website that does a lot of Buckeye recruiting. I was able to talk to him earlier this week. We're going to try to get him on the horn here in just a second because obviously Kettering-Alter has some guys, one guy that's verbally committed already and another guy that's already having some conversations with him, and that's that Shepherd gentleman. So, it should be interesting for Clinton-Massie to come out here in the second half against this great perennial powerhouse and with some definite studs on their side of the ball.
Definitely some momentum for the Falcons. Definitely some just great play that we see out of them, and great leadership out of Zantini as the junior quarterback. He's shown a lot of the couple passes, I think maybe one pass, but the pass he made was right on. And so he's shown great leadership to Zantini. So it's just a good collective Massey football effort. And if they play this way, they're going to get the win. But, you got to keep the hammer down this second half.
Absolutely. So as the Clinton-Massie band sets up, we'd like to send a shout-out to Tracy Kugler, a Falcon alumni from the class of 87. Sister was alumni as well from the class of 85. Mother was a teacher at Clinton-Massie for 30 years. So the Kugler family is representing right now, watching the Clinton-Massie Falcons here on campusnation.com. Also, just a little bit of a update. Bellbrook is up 28-0 on Waynesville. So 28-0 Bellbrook. Wilmington is up 14-0 on East Clinton.
Wow.
So we are going to still show you the band, but we're going to try to make contact here with Tom Orr and get him on the line. So, EJ, tell us just a little bit about some of these nuances that you've seen on the new version of football, the social distancing on the sideline. Some of these things, have they caused an issue, you think, for Clinton-Massie?
No. In the tip of your hat to all these players coming out, playing under different protocols. So just tip of the hat to everybody having to play with these new rules that they have for them this year. Looks like they're coming out of the huddle with the football in their hands, so there's not a lot of passing the football back and forth between the referee, and the players. So they're doing a great job. Everybody's doing great. The fans look like they're distancing the best they can. And so just a great atmosphere tonight considering the circumstances especially. And we have football, and we have Friday night football. And these guys, everybody's doing great, from the parents and the band and the players. Everyone just doing a great job.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring Tom Orr on here from Tom, I'll tell you what, why don't you tell us just a little bit about you, tell the Clinton-Massie listeners and the Kettering-Alter listeners who you represent.
I am a reporter and photographer with BuckeyeScoop.com. We are a website that covers Ohio State football and basketball and recruiting, and we are covering a whole lot more high school football this fall than we were initially planning on, but it is great to be out watching high school football on a beautiful Friday night.
Awesome, and share with us where you're at.
Sure, I am at Colerain down in Cincinnati for Colerain and Lakota West, and that game is scoreless. But Lakota West has a couple players on their team that are committed to Ohio State's 2022 recruiting class. So we got a chance to come out and see them and scout them in person.
Well, excellent. That's actually one of the reasons we were hoping to talk to you. So tell us a little bit about the Hicks gentleman that has verbally committed to Ohio State that the Kettering-Alters have, or the Knights have on their side.
Yeah, that's C.J. Hicks. He's going to be a linebacker at Ohio State. He's committed to Ohio State's class of 2022, so he's got another year of high school ball still ahead of him before he goes up to Columbus. But he is rated, Rivals has him as the number 4 overall player in the country right now. So he's either a 4-star or 5-star prospect for 2022. Someone who projects probably as an outside linebacker for Ohio State. He's got a really good mix of size and speed and agility. I think he plays a little bit of safety, defensive back, and maybe some linebacker for Alter, but they are definitely projecting him as a linebacker for Ohio State in a couple of years.
And just recruiting in general in this Southwest Ohio, do you see the Buckeyes reaching into Southwest Ohio maybe a little more often to some of the areas in the state?
Yeah, I mean, they have definitely hit Southwest Ohio very hard right now. In their class of 2022, they've only got 5 or 6 kids committed, and at least half of them are from Southwest Ohio. You got You got CJ Hicks, who you guys are looking at tonight. You've got Tigra Teshabola, who's an offensive tackle for Lakota West, who I'm watching tonight, and Jair Brown, who's a corner from Lakota West. He's also here tonight. And that's they only have 6 kids committed in that class. 3 of them are from 5 kids committed in that class. 3 of them are from Southwest Ohio. One of them is linebacker Gabe Powers. He's from Marysville, kind of northwest of Columbus, and one of them is from Kansas. So
wow.
they're definitely hitting Southwest Ohio pretty hard, and that's not a huge surprise with Terry Combs back on staff at Ohio State. Terry Combs, of course, has a ton of ties to the Cincinnati area. Was a high school coach there, University of Cincinnati. He knows that area well, and he really helped establish Cincinnati as Ohio State country. If there was ever any doubt, they would lose guys to Notre Dame and schools like that sometimes. Once Terry Combs came on staff, 7-8 years ago, that really kind of changed. He really kind of, he calls it planting flags. He really kind of took over Southwest Ohio for recruiting for Ohio State. And with him back on staff now, they have definitely really made Southwest Ohio a priority and seen some immediate results.
Yeah, I remember seeing Kerry Combs as the head coach of Coleraine, where you're getting to see tonight, and having a ton of success in the GMC and in the playoffs as well. So tell us just a little bit about, maybe from your perspective, when they came with the announcement that Big Ten football was going to be canceled this year, what was the overall feel that you heard maybe from either it's, running the website, whether it was recruit conversations? I mean, just what was the overall thoughts and some of the frustrations that I'm sure I've heard and you've heard as well?
Oh yeah, heard, seen, felt, yeah, all of that. Yeah, I think there are not very many people who think, yes, it is absolutely 100% safe to play college football this fall, and there will be absolutely no issues. But I think what you did hear from a lot of people, and I think what most people are kind of feeling right now, is if it's theoretically safe for the SEC and ACC and Big 12 to still be looking at playing and attempting to play, the Big 10 probably could have just kind of punted in early August and just said, you know what, let's keep practicing. They haven't had a lot of issues in terms of on-campus outbreaks within football programs. You've had some schools have it within the general student body, but at Ohio State, they had a very few. They have not released specific numbers, but they paused their on-campus workouts at one point in July, and that was based on just a handful of tests, and it was just sort of like an abundance of caution thing. They have, by and large, not had any issues there, and they can basically keep those kids in what ends up being functionally a bubble. They have everything they need within the Woody Hayes Athletic Center to feed them and take care of them, and they set up tents outside to have meetings outside. They just try and have as little stuff inside as possible. They clean the heck out of that building every day. We were there a few times, and you would see people coming down and just wiping down every door handle in the building with disinfectant every 10, 15 minutes. And I mean, we had a football staffer come up and talk to us at one point, and he said, "This is the cleanest building in the Western Hemisphere." It is just, and the players were all very disciplined. They all did what they were asked to do. They were doing absolutely everything that they were asked to do in terms of not going out, they would come to the facility, they would do their workouts, they would go back home, they would not shower at the facility, they would wear their workout clothes to the facility, they would do the workouts in very small groups, socially distanced, they would wear those stinky workout clothes home and shower at home, and they were just going from home to the facility, and that was it. And I think there was a lot of confusion and frustration and a feeling that, of a little bit of betrayal from a lot of those guys, because they felt like they were doing what they were asked to do.
Right.
And, and for the season to kind of be taken away from them when it wasn't taken away from everyone, I think that was a real source of frustration for those guys. And you're still seeing that. I mean, you're seeing, we're going back up to Columbus after this game, and we'll be at Ohio Stadium tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. because the Ohio State Parents Association has a protest plan against demanding some answers to Big Ten on why was this decision made? Because they were, the players and the coaches were asked to do a certain amount of things and told, if you do these things, you've got a pretty good chance of having a football season. And then it was taken away from them, I think, long before a lot of people thought it really needed to be.
Well, Tom, we appreciate the input. Great job detailing kind of that frustration that you've heard. Can you tell people about your website one more time in case they want to get a little more information?
Yep, it is a BuckeyeScoop.com, BUCKEYE, Scoop, SCOOP.com. You can visit us at BuckeyeScoop.com. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/BuckeyeScoop, or on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, all those wonderful places. So definitely come check us out. We have a ton of high school coverage this weekend. We've got people at 5 different games across the strait with future Buckeyes and Buckeye recruits in them. So lots of football action this weekend, even if the Buckeyes aren't playing.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here on CampusNation.com. And Tom, we appreciate your time and have a great rest of the evening.
All right, thanks. You too.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Tom Orr for BuckeyeScoop.com, able to share some of the thoughts and ideas here about Buckeye recruiting. We're getting to see one of those recruits today, a 2022 commitment for Ohio State. I think we've gotten on the phone a good friend of ours, a good friend of the program. Both Brendan Lamb and Braxton Greene are with us right now. So, Brendan, can you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Brendan, one more time. Can we hear you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Brendan Lamb on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Brendan, tell us a little bit about Taylor University and how they're treating you up there.
It's going pretty good. They treat us good. A little far from home. Wishing I was back at Massey watching the game live, but I have to watch through the internet from now.
Okay. So your season was pushed off till, I believe, the spring. Is that correct? There was an option, I believe, being able to play maybe half and half, but you guys decided to go ahead and play in the spring. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And what are you guys doing right now? As far as are you working out? Or are you taking some time just to learn the offense, you and Braxton?
Yeah, so Monday, Wednesday, Fridays we have lists, and Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays we have meetings and practice.
Excellent. And how's the food? Everybody wants to know, what's Taylor University's food like up there?
It's pretty good. It's buffet style most of the time, so.
Okay.
Sitting on the weight, probably too much.
And you have Braxton Greene with you, is that correct?
I do.
Can we speak to Braxton?
Yep, right here.
Braxton Greene, how are we doing? Taylor University player Braxton Greene, Clinton-Massie alumni. How is Taylor University treating you, Mr. Greene?
Doing well. Just getting acclimated to things right now, but we're enjoying it.
Excellent. And what's your favorite part about college so far?
I don't know. The food's pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
Food's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be mad at a young man that likes to eat. So we're able to catch up with Brendan Lamb and Braxton Greene, former players from last year, ladies and gentlemen. Great players that brought a lot to the table. Up now at Taylor University to play football for them. What are the Taylor? What's your mascot up there, Braxton?
We're the Trojans.
The Taylor Trojans, excellent. So we wish Braxton and Brendan Lamb, watch Brendan Lamb run many yards down here at Frank Irelan Field, and watch Braxton Greene get many a sack here at Frank Irelan Field. So gentlemen, we're glad you're able to join us for the broadcast. Stay safe up there.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, have a great night. Able to join us was Brendan Lamb and Braxton Greene from Taylor University. Great to hear from those young men. EJ, I'm glad you got them on the line. It seems like they're enjoying their time up there at Taylor.
Well, I got a few of the big dogs in my contacts, so I just had to pull them out.
There you go. Absolutely.
Yeah, those guys, good kids too, and most importantly, they got great head on their shoulders and just fine young men, a great university, and I believe they're going to be impact players for Taylor, as they were here last year for Massey. They're going to be impact players at Taylor University, but fine young men.
Absolutely. So Brendan Lamb joining us, we appreciate that, and a gift back to him. We're going to shoot a shout out to Gabe, Eli, and Emma, our friends, the Muterspaws.
Emma.
We actually have a Muterspaw on camera this evening. Running our end zone camera is Chad Muterspaw, and helping us out in the administrative side is Betsy Muterspaw. So the whole family here at Frank Irelan Field representing the Muterspaws. We appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Clinton-Massie Falcons have joined us back on the field. Kettering Alter also on their side warming up. Maggie Williams in Atlanta, Georgia, watching the band and appreciating seeing that. And another update of 35-0 Bellbrook. So I think Corey Price, our cameraman, great.
He's heartbroken. Give him Kleenex, folks.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's hurting right now, shaking his head, wondering what's wrong with his Spartans. So we've joined you now for the first half of football. And, EJ, what are we seeing in general when we come to the start of the second half that would make you say, okay, this team's ready to finish this game, or unfortunately this team looks like they're wilting a little bit? What's the first things that you're trying to notice?
Well, you want to see if they're in how in shape they are for the first game back. And it looks like Massey's pretty fresh, but like you mentioned earlier, Alter has some guys that are playing both ways and a lot of snaps. So if their hands are on their hips early, that might be a good sign for the Falcons. And then, again, we'll see how in shape that defense is. But so far, that Massie defense is swarming and getting to the ball, so hopefully they don't get them with misdirection or anything like that. But both teams look good. Hopefully this humidity's not too bad on them tonight. But just really liking how both teams are playing, but Massie's just playing so good right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get the second half started, again, we want to shoot a couple shout-outs to Tin Cap. More than just your locally owned hard cider company, Tin Cap offers handcrafted hard ciders along with local craft beers, cocktails, and pizza. Tin Cap leads the area in entertainment, offering large TVs for big games just like this one. The largest outdoor patio with covered area and large stage for live music. Join your friends at Tin Cap, where they always serve up smiles by the glassful. See you for a live music Saturday and trivia Thursdays at Tin Cap, located at 59 West Sugar Tree Street in beautiful Wilmington, Ohio.
Wilmington, all
yes.
right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, coming into this second half, we're excited for another hard-hitting slugfest with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. We'll probably get another repeat 3 minutes after that. So we're able to take just a second and think of all the people that are involved this evening. Our new interim athletic director, Benny Carroll, doing a great job keeping everybody where they need to be. Again, our cameraman, Chad Muterspaw, out on the field. We've got the Clinton-Massie crew of Mr. Maples up there with his video for the team. The Conley, Brian Conley's out there. Trevor Smith's out there videoing with their huddle camera out in the end zone as well. So it takes a lot of people to put this production on, not only production for CampusNation.com, but just a game in general. Helping this week, we've gotten everything ready, and I've realized that there's a lot of work to be done by athletic directors. So, give a shout out to athletic directors when you get a chance. Also, a shout out to Matt Davis, our trainer. Matt is an unsung hero for the Clinton-Massie Falcons across the board. He's able to help out in many aspects, not just in the health world. He does a great job with these kids and helping these kids. We appreciate Matt Davis and Beacon Orthopedics. So appreciate our cheerleaders on this hot night staying with us. I'm sure they're all quite parched, and we said earlier as I was walking to the booth, make sure you're hydrating, ladies, because it's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, and I'm sure the players are feeling that way. Coaches are hydrating. Coaches are even taking a little rest on the sideline.
I mean, Shirley's taking a little blow there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they're tired, expecting to go another hard half here.
Look at that beautiful evening, Matt. Wow.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sun setting here over the field. It's just a beautiful, beautiful evening for football.
Gorgeous, gorgeous scene here for Clinton-Massie, Frank Ireland Field. We appreciate that fine camera work by Corey Price. And
Corey's getting it done.
Absolutely.
Through the pain.
Absolutely.
He's getting these updates on Waynesville, and through the pain, he's
able
giving
to force
a performance.
Absolutely. We appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here on CampusNation.com. Tell your friends, if they're not watching yet, to join us on CampusNation.com. Rick Phillips and his fine crew have got us prepared here at Clinton-Massie High School, Frank Ireland Field, on CampusNation.com.
Shout out to the replays again.
Absolutely. Lots of love for the replay.
Yeah, we're getting some texts saying, man, we love watching these replays. Yep. So, you're right, Matt. Big thank you to all the production staff up here doing a phenomenal job.
Great job. 20 seconds left before we start the second half. Clinton-Massie will receive the kickoff in the second half. And I think you're going to see right away if that was enough of a time to rejuvenate, to kind of rehydrate, get their wits about them. And they're going to go ahead and call for 3 more minutes at halftime, which is totally normal. This is what we usually do. We run through the 20-minute halftime, then they give them a 3-minute warm-up and stretch session. So while we're preparing for that and the music comes back on, we'd like to take this time and say thank you to all the Clinton-Massie parents, Kettering Altar parents that came out to support their young men on the field, young ladies on the sidelines. We appreciate that. We know that Altar made quite a drive to get here, and Clinton-Massie has hopefully been a good host to them. We appreciate them being respectful and understanding the restrictions that we're under. Our Clinton-Massie fans doing a great job on our side as well, making sure that they're following all the rules and social distancing and all those fun things that the governor has set up for us. We appreciate him thinking about us, keeping us safe. So Clinton-Massie football getting ready to start the second half of the first game of the year. So if this is your first game of the year, is this kind of one of those, win or lose, how do you get up for week 2?
I forgot who Massie has for week 2.
Goshen.
But, yeah, you just don't overlook it. Now, Goshen looks like they're actually getting it handed to them by Blanchester right now. So you don't overlook it, but you just play your game, keep your head on your shoulders. In a season like this, which who knows what each week will bring, what teams, with COVID testing and how that goes, you just keep your head on your shoulders. But you keep doing what you're doing tonight. You get ready for the game, and when it's game time, you just play hard every game.
So is this where you see if all of that off-season training is going to work? I mean, it's a hot night. Everybody's tired. Everybody's sweating. You're facing a perennial powerhouse that you've played now for a 5th time, and you haven't had a ton of success against them, to be honest with you. You've had a win, but you had another 3 losses. Now you're playing them a 5th time, hopefully here, trying to get that second win. Yeah. But, I mean, how are you reacting right now with a lead? Is it conservatism? Conservatism is your biggest enemy right now.
Yeah, and I don't think you get complacent. I think you play the game. You play the first half with that intensity. It looked like number 34 Trampler on defense was leading that
all over
intensity,
the place.
And then on offense, Carter Frank, even Trampler making some big plays, and Van Hoos. You just keep that offensive line pumping like they are. And hopefully those big plays will come. But, no, I don't think you can't rest on this Altar team. One score, and it's a one-score game.
Absolutely.
So,
hey, send in a quick shout-out before we get started in the second half here. Deirdre Wolf and Bree, along with Davis, are all watching Clinton-Massie. The Wolf family being represented on the sideline by Barry Wolf, longtime coach, coming out of Oklahoma State and Wilmington College. And then helping out with Clinton-Massie here, Davis Wolf, a player from Clinton-Massie last year,
great player.
Is at West Point, going to play for Army. So congratulations, young man, for serving your country first and foremost, but also representing Clinton-Massie on the football field. We appreciate you representing us well. So getting ready to start the second half of play here. Wouldn't surprise me if Altar maybe tries something, or at least minimally keeps it low to the ground. They don't really want to get the ball in Van Hoos's hands, but it's going to end up in his hands, and he's going to try to lean forward just a little bit. So a little bit of a bobble on that play. Just a little update for those that are interested that remember Bishop Hartley from last year.
The big boys.
They were able to set up Moeller as an opponent this week, and they're actually winning right now 10-6 against Moeller. So honestly, one of my favorite games that I've ever got to see in person was Clinton-Massie defeating the number 1 team in Division III at the time last year, Bishop Hartley.
And then the year before here on this
Absolutely.
field. Absolutely. That was
wonderful to watch. So Clinton-Massie coming out to start the second half. That offensive line, I'm sure, is getting excited about doing the same thing they did to Hartley and grinding just a little bit.
Yeah, they're a little refreshed, ready to go. Looks like Trampler up the middle there. Stopped. Met him at the line.
Yeah, anybody interested in seeing that Clinton-Massie Bishop Hartley game can actually see it at campusnation.com, where it's stored and archived there. And if you get some time, ladies and gentlemen, that's a fun one to watch. Slugging it in the first half and second half, Clinton-Massie absolutely enforced their will.
And that's what you like about Massie. They can kind of drive the ball down your throat, wear you out. And that's what you want to do this third and fourth period to this Altar team is get that, sustain some drives, get them tired through that third and fourth period.
Absolutely. So Clinton-Massie coming out in the double slot set, flanker left, which is Carter Uden. Orbit motion goes to Carter Frank. Not able to find, but he did make a cut. Not able to find a huge opening, but made a nice cut where he saw a little bit of Greene And that's going to bring him up with a 3rd and 5. Right,
yeah, he put his foot in the ground,
yes,
cut upfield, got vertical. That showed some great strength out of him.
He put his foot in the ground so hard that he took a shoe off.
yeah, that's a good cut.
So coming into the game is Caden Clutter, who filled in at running back some for us last year and definitely did a great job at linebacker, leading that defense along with Colton Trampler this year. 17 is Donald Brewer. Coming into the game, play goes to Cody Zantini. Releases the offensive line up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a double slot look with the fullback, Colton Trampler. Orbit motion, snaps the ball to Colton Trampler. He's met in a... Ooh, he's able to... He's hit and stopped with only about a half-yard to gain. So with a 4th down, looks like we're going to go with a punt for Clinton-Massie. So first punt of the evening for Clinton-Massie.
This is kind of big, and if they come down and score, I mean, we're looking at a 1-score ball game. So
absolutely,
it's time to lock down here. I noticed a couple of the big boys. I didn't see Derek Shepard that last drive.
Okay.
Big number 50. Wonder if maybe an injury or maybe sending a message saying if you ain't going to play, who knows. But they made some great stops.
Yeah, haven't called his name too much lately, or honestly through the whole game, so maybe they were getting a little frustrated at it. So back to punt. I believe that is Trevor McGinnis calls for the ball. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick.
Punt.
Oh, my gosh. Nice towering kick to Hicks. Hicks gets the ball with 2 people right in his face. 1 block, 2 blocks, able to get out of bounds at the 42-yard line. So it's a nice return, though.
58-yard field for him.
Yeah, that's going to be about a 13, almost 15-yard return for Hicks. That's C.J. Hicks. You can see Alter's excited. They're slapping hands.
And that's what they need is momentum.
People on the back.
Yeah, to get back in this game. And you can tell the momentum has shifted with 1 3 and out.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
So Massey defense needs to step up here, keep making big plays.
Clinton-Massie sets up defense on the, looks like 43-yard line. We're going to go left to right for Kettering Alter. In a 2-by-2 look with the shotgun snap going back to Shane, the quarterback. He's going to do with the read, but he's going to pull it quickly. 3 defenders on him. Ball's going to sail out of bounds. He throws it away, and that's a smart play on Shane's behalf.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to pass.
Going back to Shane, the quarterback. He's going to do with the read, but he's going to pull it quickly. 3 defenders on him. Ball's going to sail out of bounds. He throws it away, and that's a smart play.
See what they do.
This is new this year, so the ref does not touch the ball. So Hicks, after that ball goes sailing over his hand, he had a player actually tell him, "Hey, go get the ball, go get the ball." So he had to come to the sideline and get the ball.
He said, "Thanks, quarterback."
Yeah, you don't see that except for this year, except for football 2020. We're glad to have it, but there's definitely some unique quirks for football 2020. So Hicks goes out of the game right now. Looks like it's like a wildcat, which is going to go straight to McDonald. Snaps the ball, goes with the read. He's going to give the ball actually to, I believe that's probably the Seth Morris gentleman, if I'm guessing correctly.
Yes.
Yep, number 34.
Seth Morris, yep.
Yeah, and they're only going to really get back to line of scrimmage maybe a yard. So it's going to be
now we got third and long.
3rd and 9 right now. Brody Mutersball comes out of the game going with a extra defensive back at this point, which is Cody Zantini, the quarterback. I know I talked to the coaches earlier this week. You know, not their first choice to put their quarterback in at free safety, but he knows he's a ball hawk. He knows where the ball's going. He can tell it, not only from his quarterback perspective,
good
but long-time
IQ.
Defensive player. Yes, very high football IQ. So looks like a slot right, another wildcat formation. Maybe he throws out of this. The read, he holds on to it. Nothing. Oh, no, he's able to bounce it. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, he goes out of bounds. It looks like he's going to get a first down. He was easily
I was kind of waiting
stopped.
on the whistle on that one.
He holds on to it. Nothing. Oh, no, he's able to bounce it. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, he goes out of bounds. It looks like he's going to get a first down. He was.
They knocked him out before he
did
got
go
there.
out of bounds with about 1.5 yards. Looks like Alter has decided to go ahead and punt. I'm a little surprised. Maybe they're going to do a little trickeration here, but coming to the line of scrimmage, number 18 for Alter is their long snapper, and that is Mike Lance. Mike Lance. Looks like a timeout. Yep.
They were yelling, "Carson, get back."
Okay. So Clinton-Massie, smart, wisely, calls a timeout.
Yeah,
make
if you
sure
don't
there's
know
no,
or there's personnel issues,
yep.
Call the timeout.
Make sure there's no issues. You can't take them home with you, so why not go ahead and just use them up, find a little bit of water, have a conversation, know where everybody's going. Yeah. Basically, it's
and you get a look at their lineup there.
Their lineup set. So defensive set, and they're just going to send, it looks like Carson Van Oos back in order to receive this punt. So with 8:33 left in the third quarter. Score is 28-13 Clinton-Massie. So Clinton-Massie is definitely come out in the second half, got a 3-and-out on offense, and now is able to stop. It's going to be a 4th down and about a yard, maybe a little over a yard for the Kettering Altar Knights. You know, concerns me a little bit here. Maybe a conversation's going on. Maybe there's a decision on about what to do, and you know, maybe they're going to do a little snap back to the up back and try to drive home. I think maybe that is even why Coach Rolfe said a timeout's a good idea here, that he's going to keep his regular defense in. So he's got 2 muscles up front, and he wants to make sure that they're not going to try to sneak something
it's only
quick.
a yard and a half, 2 yards max to get. So got to watch everything here.
They're going to snap the ball with a yard and a half to go, 4th, and it's going to go back to the punter. Ball's away. It's going to land right in Carson Van Oos, but he's going to fall on the ground at the 15-yard line. Probably not exactly what he wanted to happen.
I think when the lights start to come up and it gets darker, maybe perception looked like got him there a little bit trying to make that catch.
Yeah, he would have liked to catch that on the run, get a few more yards, but that just leaves Clinton-Massie with more stats to get as they try to drive down the field here in the middle of the third quarter.
And that's what you want. You got to answer here. You don't want, by chance, one of them games like, remember we were up 28-6 on Altar in the second quarter and they came back? You don't want that. You got to put the hammer down.
You don't want to say that when you're at your 10-year reunion, that's for sure. Yeah,
for sure.
So Donald Brewer out to left side of the formation. Looks like a wishbone backfield. Ball's going to go to Carter Frank. He's met in the hole, but he's able to drive forward and get a couple yards there. So that's going to be a good first down run. Altar set up on defense right at the 24-yard line. We're moving right to left for you, ladies and gentlemen, across your TV screen. Thanking our friends at campusnation.com for giving us this live feed. Live streaming provided by campusnation.com.
And it looks like Shepard is back in, big number 50 for Altar. He's back in, and a couple of those big fellas back there on the line.
Clinton-Massie with the pitch to Carter Frank. Puts a foot in the ground, makes a move, and he's going to get a first down, and there's going to be a flag thrown in from the far defensive backfield, and there's going to be hold pitch to Carter Frank. Puts a foot in the ground, makes a move, and he's going to get a first down, and there's going to be a flag thrown in from – he's doing a good job. Putting the foot in the ground and making the turn is basically what he's doing now.
Yes.
So while we got just a second here, we're going to update you that Bethel Tate and New Richmond are playing, and it's 18-14 Bethel Tate. Both of those are inside of our league, a crossover game from big school to small school. So, you know, Southwest Ohio football is alive and well here on a Friday night, and I don't think anybody is looking past this game as one of the most premier games in Southwest Ohio. 2 perennial powerhouses, Kettering Altar, Clinton-Massie, locking horns. That's going to push the Clinton-Massie Falcons back to the 10-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. So that's going to be a tough break after a good run by Carter Frank. Carter Uten brings the play in. We're going to bring the offensive line up. Shotgun snap, trips right. Cody Zantini is going to take the snap with Dalen Maple in the backfield.
Nice
Ball
play.
goes back to Dalen Maple. He's able to.
Couldn't make that play.
Yep, one guy is what he was looking for.
Had some open field after that.
Yep. Gets up gingerly just a little bit. So he's only going to get a couple yards on that, and it's going to bring third down and what looks like about 14.
Was that the second or third pass? I don't know if we're going to get 8.
I think that's just 2. Is that right, cameraman? Yes, we got 2.
Help me out, cameraman. I said 8. We'll maybe get 5.
Yeah, as we're setting up here, a couple shout-outs from Clinton-Massie students here. Bailey Wolf, Sydney Doyle, Briley Greene watching at Green Acres Farm. So go Falcons. Falcons are set up in a trips right, tight end left, shotgun snap with Colton Trampler. Ball's released all by himself, Carter Frank, but it's out of bounds. Oh, he was all by himself. There was nobody close with Colton Trampler. Ball's released all by himself, Carter Frank, but it's out of bounds. Oh, he was all opportunity by Clinton-Massie. Got to shake that one off and bring it back. Trevor McGinnis is going to be your punter as we set up in the end zone halfway through bring the ball back to, I believe, looks like at the 12-yard line.
Well, Santini's got arm. He's running back, and he's throwing on the run.
Oh, yeah,
man,
the pass
nice
was
arm.
Yeah, the pass was a good spiral just out of bounds. So right now, just an update, 56-0 Western Brown over Hillsborough. Also a league opponent there, Western Brown. So congrats to them. Looks like it's going to be a win.
Ooh,
almost got the ball blocked. Almost
His knee was
blocked.
almost down in the.
Nope, he's going to let that one bounce.
Nice. You're gonna.
Clinton-Massie's able to down the ball about looks like the 44-yard line, going from left to right. Going into the north end zone will be Kettering Alter. So at this point, a little bit of a jab left, jab right, jab left, and now we're waiting for somebody to give a punch.
Yeah, see who can make that first big strike, first
Absolutely.
big play, because it's been kind of what you expected the first half, a grinded out kind of second half, but there was some big plays.
Absolutely.
However, you like to see Massie, the Falcon faithful, would like to see them punch one in here soon.
Another check-in from a former Clinton-Massie player just from last year, Devin Noble. Rhonda Noble is saying, go Massie.
Devin?
Absolutely. Alter sets up in a 3-by-1 set with McDonald in the backfield. Shane takes a shotgun snap. He's going to go for a long pass here. Balls goes to 34 Morris, who's 2 for 2, I believe, maybe even 3 for 3 on
Good
catches.
hands.
Yeah, he's got great hands.
He got a little stick there.
Yeah, he got a little stick, and it looks like Carter Van Oos might have come out. Yeah, the worst of the two on that one.
But pound for pound, Van Hoos is strong. I've heard that from players that play with him. Said this kid is strong.
Yeah, he's just cramping right now. That's all it is. So they're going to get some Gatorade, a little bit of water in him, and help him, get back in there quickly. Cody Zantini takes his place at free safety for the Clinton-Massie Falcons. Braden Rolfe's going to go out far right in the slot position. Carter Uten up top in looks like a 3-by-1 set. Shane, the quarterback, is probably coming back to Hicks here on the far side right. McDonald gets the ball and stopped in the backfield by at least a yard, maybe gets half a yard. So I think right now they're going to stay with the run enough just so we can keep everybody honest.
Yeah,
but they're waiting to drop one. They're waiting to drop one over top.
Yeah, but I'm impressed with the Massie defense all night. I mean, no huge plays besides the touchdown pass earlier in the game, but their running defense is playing phenomenal tonight.
We have some great young men here at Clinton-Massie High School. I'm sure Kettering Alter would feel the same way. Great young men representing on the field and in the classroom as well. We'll share that with you in just a second. So Kettering Alter 2-by-2 set with McDonald in the backfield. Shane gets a shotgun snap. Looks like a little motion before. He's going to pitch it out wide, but he's going to drop that ball. It's not behind. It's a forward pass, so it's not going to be. Just wanted to share just a brief story. We have a young man on the field right now, number 87, Charlie Hale. You talk about a young man that absolutely loves working with kids, especially special needs kids, has a special talent for that. We're getting shout-outs from some of the kids that he mentors specifically, and that's Big Will Marler and Matthew and Cooper Lewis. Great young man. Like I said, you're not just a good football player, but you're a good person in general. So that's the kind of expectations we have here in the Falcon family.
Awesome.
So congrats to him. He
Awesome
puts a
young
hand in the
man.
ground on the left-hand side of the defensive end. Looks like they're going to air this one out. The ball goes.
Man.
Oh, he's able to catch that in traffic. Nice job. But it looks like congrats to him. He puts a
Awesome young
hand in the
man.
ground on the left-hand side of the defensive end. Looks like they're going to air this one out. The ball goes.
Man.
Oh, he's able to catch that in traffic. Nice. East Clinton and Blanchester is still up 27-14 now against Goshen. So here at Clinton-Massie, Frank Irelan Field, it looks like Kettering Alter definitely has the momentum right now. Hands on hips by the Clinton-Massie Falcons, waiting for somebody to step up, make a play for him here in
we gotta make a play.
third quarter.
It's about time for big number 34 to make a
Yeah,
play.
we're-
Like he's made them all night.
Absolutely. A read, and hey, right on cue. Right on cue.
There
34.
it is, baby. He's made them all night.
Absolutely. A read, and hey, right on cue. Hit him in the backfield, and that's going to be a large loss. I'd say you're looking at a good 5 yards.
That football IQ to just seek that ball out, find it,
Yep.
find the seam, and make the play.
Absolutely. Great job there. So Clinton-Massie is going to have a 2nd and 14 against Alter on defense. Alter set up in a 2x2 set. They're going to motion into a 3x1 with McDonald in the backfield. Shane takes the shotgun snap. He's going to look left, roll out pass, wide open in the backside. He's able to bring the ball in.
Got it.
That's a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. Just simply out. Going to look left, roll out pass, wide open in the backside. He's able to bring the ball in.
Got it.
That's a touchdown. Hobbling off the field. He gets just barely off the sideline. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see the point after attempt in the third quarter for Kettering Alter. And I tell you, I guarantee their coach in that second score that Clinton-Massie had brought them all together.
No panic.
Said, guys, we're fine. No problem. Let them, punch a little bit. We're going to take their best punch. We're going to stay the course. We're going to do what we do. They have found an offense that works, and that is to go spread and to go out wide. And we're actually going to take a injury timeout. Dalen Maple was not able to get off the field quite as much as he needed to. Oh.
He said my timeout.
I think he saw lightning, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we're going to be on a lightning delay. Yep, I think so. I think he's calling lightning right now. So looking at the radar, Matt Davis comes over and helps share some of the thoughts on the upcoming weather. Unfortunately, we knew that this was a possibility at some point today, that we were going to see some heat lightning or some sort of lightning. So we're going to get caught up with those officials here in just a second.
And unfortunately, when you go into this, it's going to be Alter with a lot of the momentum. The touchdown pass. And so when you come out of it, it's time to regroup, refocus, and take a little break here probably.
Yep, I think they're going to officials telling some of the other officials and walking over to see the other coach. So Alter is going back to the line. Looks like they're going to set up for the point after attempt, but yep, they are going to let them play here. So I guess it wasn't lightning.
All right.
Yeah. So just to share with you, 21-0 is our Wilmington East Clinton score. Little Miami down the road here on 22-3 is down 43-20 to Anderson. And my old stomping grounds, the Reading Blue Devils are down 14-0 to Wyoming. So setting up for the point after attempt here with all the momentum is Kettering Alter right now. Looks like it's 28-19 with 3:41 left in the third quarter. Could be 28-20 after this point after attempt. So we're getting it all sorted out here with the refs, making sure that everybody's going to be safe, and we're going to call the ball into play after a touchdown. Here comes the point after attempt by Kettering Alter. So clearly the momentum is all in favor of Alter right now. So what does Massie have to do to get back on the right path here?
Oh, I think you just march it down and you got to score. You got to get that momentum back. Don't let them get back in this game. And so it looks like that kick is good.
Yeah,
but
don't
let them get back in this game. If you can punch it, if you can do a little misdirection, whatever you can do here. I like the way, and I'm maybe the only voice, but I like the way Zantini's throwing the ball tonight. Throwing some good balls. Maybe mix it up a little bit on them.
Yep. So while we're transitioning here, a couple shout-outs. We're getting text messages from all over Clinton County, over Southwest Ohio. Donald Brewer, which is one of our players' sister, is shouting out from Findlay, Ohio, saying, "Go Falcons." The Corbetts have tuned in and thank us for the broadcast. So Nolan Prignitz and Adam Thompson are watching from the University of Kentucky.
Hey, what's up, Wildcats?
Yes, the Blue Nation down there, University of Kentucky.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Absolutely. Alumni proud of Wildcats now. So we thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on Campus Nation. CampusNation.com for your high school football needs here in Clinton County. Servicing both the East Clinton Astro Wilmington Hurricane game as well as the Clinton-Massie Kettering Alter game. So 2 great games on CampusNation.com. Join us for further broadcasts here from Clinton-Massie next week against the Goshen Warriors. Final week of the season will be played against the Wilmington Hurricane, also found live streaming on CampusNation.com. So Clinton-Massie sets up 5 by 2 by 2 by 2 with Carson Vanus. Looks like he got stretched out. They're going to squib this one.
There you go,
It's going to go to number 11, which is Blake Irelan. He's brought down at the 24-yard line. So all those extra yards that we were getting before, it seems like were hard to come by right now. It seems like the Massie team, which you can totally expect, is tired, is winded. The momentum is definitely on the side of Kettering Alter, and Alter's size is starting to push around just a little bit. Believe it or not, first noticeable on special teams.
Yeah. Let's get them winded. Let's take a drive here and just kind of put it down their throats this drive and wear them out, get their hands on their hips. That's what we need. That would change the momentum, give us a couple touchdown lead, but it's a game. It's a ball game, no question about it.
Can't go 3 and out on this one. Got to get some yards.
Yes.
Keep your defense on the sideline here. So an orbit motion by Carter Frank. The fullback, which is Trampler, gets a few yards, testing the middle of that defense, a couple of yards, but that's not going to get it done in the end unless we can pop one off here at some point.
He's cramping. He was cramping earlier on the sideline, so he's feeling losing all this sweat. Get him some water and Gatorade, folks.
Yeah, he's a tough guy, though. I know the Trampler family in general is absolutely, and he is going to give you the last piece of grit that he's got and the last bead of sweat that can come out of him. He's going to give it all to you. So Colton Trampler back into the formation there, the fullback position. Carson Vanus, Carter Frank on the right-hand side. Donald Brewer is going to be your outside flanker. He's going to get the ball again. This time he breaks loose. Not able to stay on his feet, but able to get at least 2.
7 or 8 yards.
Carter Frank on the right-hand side. Donald Brewer is going to be your outside flanker. He's going to get the ball again. This time he breaks loose. Not able to stay on his feet, but able to Dan McSurley, the head coach of the Clinton-Massie Falcons, longtime head coach of the Clinton-Massie Falcons, very successful coach.
We call him the legend around our house, Matt. We call him the legend.
Gotcha, the legend. The legend is telling Cody what the play is going to be here to start this second series of 1st and 10, and that's going to begin from your 36-yard line. So Donald Brewer is going to stay out on this one. Carter Uten is going to bring the play in, along with Cody Zantini, and the rest of the crew comes up to the line of scrimmage. So 2 double slot set. Trampler in the fullback position gets the ball again. He's able to find a crease and chop a little bit. And he's going to be able to find probably another 2 to 3 yard gain there. It kind of feels like a sucker series. It kind of feels like we're pulling them in and pulling them in and pulling them in. But right now, Trampler's going to have to hobble off the side there. You can tell he is winded, he is gassed, and he is hurting. So bringing the play in this time is going to be Donald Brewer
He's
from the sideline.
He's going to stretch it out on the sideline.
Absolutely.
Get it stretched out,
He'll do everything he can to make sure he's available and back in this game.
Yep. He's leaving it all on the field.
Clinton-Massie sets up Donald Brewer on the left-hand side as the flanker. Double slot, orbit motion by Carter Frank. Fullback again. This time the pitch goes to Frank, but he's going to be met in the backfield. Unfortunately, the run's just not there for them right now. Looks like the momentum has led the defense to be a little bit of a stronger up front presence right now. They can't get a run. They're going to have to bring the ball out and air it out just a little bit.
Was that C.J. Hicks making that play?
It was actually.
Hicks,
Hicks came in
he's quick and he's a hard hitter.
Yep.
Maybe a little extra after the whistle there.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I think at this time they're letting them play. Everybody's hard. Everybody's tired. Everybody's huffing and puffing a little bit. I think stopping in the mid-tracks right now is going to be tough. So 3rd and 5.
48 seconds to go, the third period here.
38 seconds.
We need to get a first down, fellas.
Carter Uden goes out far right. He's going to be your flanker to the right-hand side. Unbalanced line to the right. Wishbone set up. Pass.
Oh, little action there.
Ooh, seemed like he was able to.
Thought he might be getting that flag out.
Wishbone set up. Pass.
Oh, little action there.
Ooh, seemed like. Just an update, 21-18 now. New Richmond is taking the lead over our friends over there at Bethel Tate. So New Richmond Lions, a league opponent coming up here in a little bit. Few weeks down at New Richmond. That's a long drive in case you have to make it. But we like our friends, the Lions, down there in New Richmond. Appreciate the SBAAC league.
Nice stadium down there.
Yes, they do a great job with the their outdoor facility. So the punt comes with 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball's kind of high, but Trevor McGinnis gets it.
Nice play,
boot,
Trevor.
right side. Back to Hicks, and the ball's, he slips past one defender, past a second, a third, a fourth. Now he's off to the races, and he's not going to be stopped. He's going to score, and we are going to have ourselves a 1-point lead if this point after attempt is races, and he's not going to be stopped. He's going to score, and we are going to have ourselves a 1-point lead if this point. Honestly, there was 5 guys around him.
Yeah.
They're just tired. And
they contained him, but
slick.
he saw the seam in the middle,
Yeah.
took the middle, and there was a gap there, and showed you why he's so highly touted with that play right there.
Yep. Doesn't take a long time on the clock when you can return the punt for a touchdown. So if this point after attempt is good, and if they don't try for 2, we're going to have just a 1-point lead for the Clinton-Massie Falcons. It would be 28-27 as the third quarter will come to an end here in just a few moments. So Brody Muserspaw jogging onto the field to make sure there's no fake attempt here. It does look like there's a little shuffle in the line, and they are going to go for 2. So in a wishbone backfield, they're going to try to tie this thing up, leaving no points on the board. Pass comes out. He has to scramble.
Nothing.
Yeah, the ball's going to drop. Okay,
Nice.
so we're going to try to tie this thing up, leaving no points on the board. Pass comes out. He has to scramble.
Nothing.
But clearly, EJ, everything is slanted towards Alter at this point.
Yeah, it's time to make a play. Like I said, you don't want to say, I remember that game we were up 28. You got to come back and answer. And they're just a play or 2 away from doing that. They're so close here. And so it's time for them, somebody on offense, to step up, make that block, make that run, and just do what they need to do here. And this, as we finish up this third period, we got 6 seconds left. Looks like 28-26 lead. Falcons up by 2. And they're going to get the ball. Maybe a nice, long, sustaining drive here. But we've got to answer. You've got to answer. It's your home field. You've got the crowd behind you, and you've got to do something here with this game, with this ball you're going to get back.
Yeah, as you said, EJ, you don't want to have to say this one at the 10-year reunion that we woulda, coulda, shoulda. Remember that time we maybe won the league but lost to Alter in the first game? And I'll tell you what, this is absolutely the slugfest that we thought. Massie came out with a couple quick punches there in the first quarter and then finished off in the second quarter, a couple more scores. But now, right now, reeling back from a couple hits here recently, not only a score, but turning around on a punt return for a touchdown and a score. So Clinton-Massie ready to go here to return the kick. Don't be surprised if Alter wants to capitalize on the momentum by giving something squib right up here at the middle, or possibly even an onside. So they are going to kick the ball away. Ball's going to go to Carson.
There we go now. We got
it. Had a little trouble handling that kickoff return. And that's going to be probably right at the 20. Looks like maybe a yard shy, 24-yard line. It looks like it's going to be. So that's the second time in a row that Carson has not been able to cleanly field. And it's a hot night. He's sweaty. The ball's probably got a lot of moisture on it. So we're going to enter into the fourth quarter here in just a second as the teams go over to the sideline. Time expires here in the third quarter with a 28-26 lead by Clinton-Massie. You feel like they're just hanging on right now, kind of by the skin of their teeth, by the edge of their fingernails.
Yeah, and Carson bobbling, that's kind of indicative of the night. The past quarter is we're losing momentum, kind of seem to lose our focus, but kind of like Colton Trampler made the play on defense, if somebody will step up, make that play. Alter is who they are. There's a reason they went to 19 straight postseasons.
Yep. And
so somebody's going to make that play, show them who we are. Surely we can pull this out. And our saving grace at the end of the day might be a missed extra point and a missed two-point conversion. Yeah.
So just a last send a shout out here to Sam's Meats. For those of you interested, Sam's Meats offers catering, party trays, and a variety of homemade desserts. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Go check them out. And we thank our friends at Tin Cap as well. They're offering great entertainment, offering live TV for games just like this one, big games, live music on Saturdays, trivia on Thursdays at the Tin Cap located at 59 West Sugar Tree Street in a beautiful Wilmington.
And I want to
Ohio.
eat my Sam's meat. I'm an emotional eater. I want to eat a celebratory ribeye
Yes.
tomorrow after
Yes.
the Massey
We
win.
want
Not
a celebratory.
Oh, I'm bummed down. I need a ribeye to pick me up.
I feel bad ribeye. I need a celebratory ribeye,
Yes.
not a I feel bad ribeye.
That's it. Nothing going on there.
Yeah, it looked like an attempt at the option. Didn't net him much there, but maybe a yard, almost 2. So it's going to be 2nd and 8, and they're going to snap the ball from the 22-yard line here. So Clinton-Massie looking to find some momentum, something to swing and swing the tide their way starting this fourth quarter. So I'm sure Dan McSorley has said something similar that the Alter coaches said, hey, guys, we've been here. We know what's going on. We're a championship team.
Yes. No panic.
Orbit motion goes for Carson Fanus. He gets the pitch, and there's nothing there. Nice hit as the ball goes out of bounds by number 2 for the Alter Knights, which is
Aiden Platt.
Aiden Platt with a nice hit as Carson Fanus goes out of bounds.
Big stick.
Just can't find that opening that was there earlier in the game, and maybe that was just Alter coming off the bus thinking that they had this one in the bag, that they were bigger, stronger, faster, and letting a couple plays happen. Massie obviously capitalizing on that, but now it's 3rd and 5 with all the momentum in Kettering Alter's corner. Championship fighters swinging at each other, and right now Alter's got Massie a little bit back on the ropes, even though they have a 2-point lead in the fourth quarter. 28-26 is your score.
There you go. Get up there.
Just that hole closes quickly.
It did.
It
looked
closed
like it was
real
open.
quickly. So against other teams, you might be able to pull that off, but against this team with that very high IQ defense and some of the Division I players that they have on defense, it's going to be hard for that to be sustained. So I'm sure at this point, 4th and 1.5 yards, we're going to punt this ball right now.
Let me ask you this, Matt. If you could, can pull this one out 28-26, no more scoring, what is it? How do you feel as a Falcon?
If I know the coaching staff, and I feel I do to a certain extent, I don't know that they're going to be extremely happy when they came out 28 points relatively easy, and it just felt like they pulled the brakes on them. It felt like, all the things that were happening early weren't happening late. If I'm the – a fake punt.
And that's enough.
And that will be a first down to all the things that were happening early weren't happening late. If I'm the a fake punt.
And that's enough.
And that will be call, a gutsy call right there. So if you saw that, Cody Zantini was your long snapper. It went back to the up back. It went to Blake Irelan on basically a sweep right, a counter right, and he was able to gain a first down. So that's going to be first and 10 at the 35-yard line. So is that the potential momentum that you need?
Momentum.
Yep. Carter Frank, nothing. Just nothing.
They're clogging these holes.
Yeah, just can't find any opening whatsoever with the ball on the ground. At this point, the thoughts are, do we need to look in the air a little bit? So it looks like Hicks is going to go down with a cramp. Yep, it looks
First
like he's
game,
going down.
Hot game. They're all kind of.
It's blazing hot out there. He's stomping the ground because he knows it's just a cramp, but he's going to have to come out of play. So
and more humid than anything. Just the humidity in the air tonight is
absolutely
hard on these guys. We have 10 minutes left, exactly 10 minutes left in this fourth period.
10 minutes and a slugfest so far, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been able to catch most of this game, you've seen two Titans going at it. Kettering Alter with their 19 playoff appearances, Clinton-Massie Falcons with their 18 playoff appearances. And, we have to send a special shout-out to the public high schools representing against the private high schools. And there's no malintent there, ladies and gentlemen. Kettering Alter is a great school that does a great job. They're able to bring in players from different areas. They're able to bring in players that, are special in their own area. Clinton-Massie, goes with what they got and has for many, many years and done a great job preparing these young men. And I know that there's definitely some boys at times that will make their way up to Clarksville and look to play some football for the blue, white, and the red. Kettering as well. Kettering is a program that you make a point to try to get to. Yeah. I mean, that's the pinnacle for some of these players, especially playing in the younger Catholic leagues. They're looking at Alter and saying that's varsity right there. That's the NFL for them. So these young men on the other side of the field have done a great job, and they've
produced 3 phenomenal athletes for next year. 2 of them D1, so they've got some talent. And you're right. If you're Cincinnati, you're looking at Moeller Elder. If you're up in Dayton, you're looking at Alter. Some of these schools to
without
say,
question.
Hey, maybe I can play there and advance there. And some great young men. There a lot of heart in these guys to not give up. And looks like Hicks is going to make it across the field there and walk off that cramp.
Doing a little bit of research. Love the service aspect that's expected of these young men here at Kettering Alter. There's a service component to their graduation. There's a service component to their being a part of this football team. So can appreciate that, can respect that.
I was on their website today doing a little research, and the minute I got on there, it said, if you are not in winter sports, please report to weightlifting for football at this date.
There you go.
So they're saying, get in the weight room if you're going to be here and
Absolutely.
you're playing football. And so it reminds me of this school right here. Even being a public and a private school, it reminds me there's a lot of mirrored things you see about them. Hard work, in the weight room, a diligent team here.
Great program, both programs.
Yeah, storied programs.
Yeah. Cody Zantini pitches the ball out. Again, just
blocking.
Nothing.
You had 3
Gonna
guys
get swallowed
in
up.
pursuits.
Actually, now 6 get on him. So it just doesn't seem like Cody Zantini pitches the ball out. Again, just
blocking.
Nothing.
You had 3
Gonna
guys
get swallowed
in
up.
pursuits.
Actually, now 6 get on him. So at this point, it's going to be 3rd and 11. So the ball's going to be set up at the right hash 34-yard line. So Clinton-Massie, looking for any kind of momentum whatsoever, brings Carter Uten into the game. Relays the play to Cody Zantini, who relays the play to the rest of the huddle. Dawson Conley is going to be on the right-hand side.
We need
tight
a play
end.
here, fellas.
Carter Uten's going to be your flanker to the left. Dalen Maple's going to be up the middle at fullback. The orbit motion, the fake.
Good blocking.
Oh, almost. So the ball got there. Yeah, the ball got there, but it was just at fullback. The orbit motion, the fake.
Good blocking.
Oh, almost. So the ball got night. That's the Keeley, if I remember, 68 for.
Yeah, James Keeley.
Keeley, yeah, great player. I mean, the kid's a great player. He's been called all night. A leader. Maybe his name's not up at the top of the rank sheet like some of these other guys, but he said, I'll lead. I have no problem with that. I'll make the tackles.
Yeah, and there's definitely been some halftime adjustments.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, what we were doing, what was working, is not working right now.
Right. And what they are doing, unfortunately, is still working.
Yeah, right.
On offense. Ball's back to Trevor McGinnis. Another fine punt. It's going to be a nice – that's going to be a nice roll. Nice roll, ladies and gentlemen. Colton Tramples is going to stay away from the ball.
Yeah, good
But he is going to go ahead and down that ball at the 14-yard line. So we went from the 30, the 34 to the 14.
Yeah, 8:38 left in the game. One thing there, it looks like with Hicks getting the cramps and not being able to return that punt might be a break for us.
Yeah.
So they have a big, long field to work with. We got to make some plays here. I mean, we can definitely squeak this out still and get you definitely a victory and a moral victory over Alter, but we're gonna have to make some plays.
Yeah, defense has got to step up at this point. You got some tired guys. You got some guys with hands on hips. You got some guys panting pretty good. But
on both sides.
On both sides, absolutely. Yeah. So staying in that 2x2 set is Kettering Alter. Big boys up front, get set. Shane the quarterback. McDonald to his right. He surveys the defense snap, and they're going to run a speed option right that goes to McDonald. McDonald leaps over one defender. He's going to get a solid 9 on that right out of the gate.
Nice play. And he looked.
Defense snap, and they're going to run a speed option right that goes to McDonald. McDonald leaps over one defender. He's going to get a solid 9 on that right out of the gate. To grind, and at this point, we haven't been able to answer here, especially in the second half. So looks like 8 minutes left here in the fourth quarter with the score 28-26 Clinton-Massie. Massey defense gets set. Looks like a tight end will be in there with that's a 3x1 set. The read goes not to McDonald, but able to tackle in the backfield is Clinton-Massie. Update for you, ladies and gentlemen. New Richmond goes up 27-18, and we'll bring you a Blanchester score here in just a second. I know people are excited of our friends over on the east side of the county. East Clinton is down right now to Wilmington. And then we're going to see about our friends over there in Blanchester. Again,
we don't have Blanchester this year, do we?
We do not. No,
okay.
We lost them because of the movement of the league games.
And they're getting better and better football.
They
I mean,
are.
They've been playing some good football.
They've got some great athletes coming back this year that's going to help them tremendously. So Kettering Alter on a 3-by-1 set. McDonald in the backfield, Shane in the back. Gets the shotgun snap. He's able to pitch it over to McDonald, who's got a clear running lane with Carter Frank bringing him down, but way after the first down. So it looks like the defensive end might have got pulled in on that particular play. Dalen Maple was out on that one. So number 41 for Clinton-Massie was taking his place for Massey.
Oh, for Massey.
Would have been, that was Nate Wildermuth. Nate Wildermuth. So getting a little time here, Mr. Wildermuth, and, facing a strong opponent as he gets his first couple snaps here on varsity. So Clinton-Massie still kind of reeling back just a little bit with about
7:05 to play.
7:05 to play, and it's trips left, flanker right, shotgun. McDonald's to the right of the quarterback. Another speed option. Just not getting around that, or able to get around that corner with no problem.
Wow, and what a tell of 2 halves.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, that's.
Looks like they're pulling us.
Another speed option. Just not getting around that, or able to get around that corner with no problem.
Wow, and what a tell of 2 halves.
Yeah, it just looks like they're just toying with us at this point, trying to eat as much clock up as possible so they don't leave us any time in order to come back.
They definitely feel like the one in the driver's seat, don't they?
Yes. Ever since they switched to this spread look, they've
it's
definitely
been effective.
Yeah, that's what they've changed. So 3-by-1 set, McDonald in the backfield. I'm going to guess a read on this one. Yep, and they get it clear, and he's off to the races. He does get brought down by Blake Irelan, but that's another 2-by-1 set. McDonald in the backfield. I'm going to guess a read on this one. Yep, and they get it clear, and he's off to the races. He does get brought down by Blake. It's been a humid game. So changing out on the defensive line with a couple more big bodies to come in there. So Kettering Alter brings their team up to the line of scrimmage, which is going to be the 37-yard line with a 3-by-1 set. I'm going to surprise you and say that it's a read. Yep.
Good stop.
McDonald does get met in the backfield this time, and that's going to be a first down, no gain, into a second down, and looks like 10 as well.
6:25 on the clock.
6:25 left on your clock, ladies and gentlemen, with a 28-26 lead for Clinton-Massie. Into the game for the Clinton-Massie Falcons is number 24, which is Braden Greene. I'm sure trying to make his big brother Braxton proud, so he's going to be at the left corner position on defense. Alter sets up in that 3-by-1 set. McDonald in the backfield. Shane gets the shotgun snap. He's going to run speed option right, and it doesn't look like somebody's taking the pitch man. I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
He pulled in 3 or 4 guys that were waiting, and nobody's there on the end to contain the pitch man there.
Yeah, looking for somebody in that alley maybe, or maybe somebody's got their wires crossed here, but just running speed option right, speed option right, speed option right, run a read, speed option right. So Clinton-Massie sets up on defense with a 3rd and 3. It looks like this is a huge, huge play here.
Big play. 5:53 left in this game. We got to make a play here.
So 3-by-1 set, which means it's going to be a read right and quarterback keeper to the left. Nope, speed option left, and he
got him. Oh,
yep, with an extra push. With an extra push there at the end, it looks like he's going to get that first down. Read right and quarterback keeper to the left. Nope, speed option left, and he
got him. Oh,
yep, with an extra push. With an extra push there at the end. Good enough. I'm not going to be stopped.
Let me ask you this, Matt. Whichever team say they lose and go on to win out 5-1, either team. Now that's going to matter for seeding, right? You're playing this now because if everybody's going to the playoffs, but you want the highest seed, and will everyone just be kind of thrown in that playoff system according to the seed and the record?
Yeah, I'm. If you'll be seeded in late September, I believe, and then you have to kind of filter down like NCAA style. McDonald, yeah, he's rolling. He's rolling. He recognizes that it's his time right now. He's going to just take over NCAA style. McDonald,
looking
oh
fresh.
yeah, he's rolling. He's rolling. He recognizes that, you know.
Just totally berserk this third and fourth
Yeah.
period, just pounding us down.
Second half has been all Alter at this point. Whatever adjustments, like you said, they made defensively to stop Clinton-Massie has worked. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a 3-by-1 set. McDonald in the backfield, who just
How
looks
about a
like he's
fumble?
on a horse, ready to go. Shift by the defense on the D-line. Snap. Reed. McDonald. Shakes a couple defenders, but he's going to get stopped before he gets to the end zone. It's going to bring it down probably about the 2-yard line. So it's going to be... Yeah, he's motioning it over. He's motioning over to his coach saying, feed me, coach, feed me, coach. So second, and it looks like they can still get a first down before he scores. So it's going to be second down, and it looks like about a 1.5 yards.
Well, it looks like if they can punch it in, we got about 4 minutes, maybe 3.5. But right now it's 4:15.
Gotcha.
See what we can do here. Turnover would be better.
28-26 is your score. Clinton-Massie is up by 2, but Alter is driving down the field and has driven down the field for the last 5 or 6 minutes, and that's going to be a score.
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
Score by Kettering Alter by 2, but Alter is driving down the field and has driven down the field for the last 5 or 6 minutes, and that's going to be a score.
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
Speed option, read. Speed option, read. Read. Score.
That is now 26 unanswered points.
Yeah.
From a 28-6 to a 32-28. Wow.
Yeah, Clinton-Massie right now is trying to find somebody that can step up and
You got
kind
to.
of stop the bleeding.
You got plenty of time. You got 4 minutes.
Right.
Let's see what this class can do, what these juniors and seniors and all these varsity players can do this game. They're going to go for 2, looks like.
34-28. The 2-point attempt is set up here by Kettering Alter. Motion by Alter. Pass by Alter.
Picked off.
Going the other way is... So that's going to be a failed 2-point attempt. Blake Irelan with the stop by Alter. Pass by Alter.
Picked off.
Going the other way is... So that's going to be a failed 2-point attempt. You know, make a stand here and say, hey, let's roll. Then, you know, we could take this ball into the end zone and win it on an extra point.
I pump up. I get all my starters. I said, gentlemen, down this Gatorade right now.
Yeah.
Get out there and let's go win this game.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we thank you for joining us at this point from different parts of the country. We we appreciate all the information that is shared with us, the locations that are shared with us. Joining us here at campusnation.com here at Clinton-Massie High School. Campusnation.com will be supporting the Clinton-Massie Falcons with their live streaming capabilities for next week's game against Goshen. The Warriors come into town, potentially 0-1. Blanchester looks like they're still ahead right now. And then we'll also have a live stream that will be on the last week of the season against Wilmington right before the playoffs. So kicking off for Kettering Alter from the 40-yard line. That's number 12. He's been doing the kicking duties all night. That's Jack Ruffalo.
Oh,
Jack Ruffalo, line drive kick.
Let's go do this, fellas.
Goes to Blake Irelan. Blake Irelan picks up the ball.
Go,
nice
Blake.
little shimmy shake, and then he's able to get a good couple extra yards after contact. So that's
Give us a
up to the
65-yard
34.
field.
Yep, up to the 34, almost 35-yard line.
Here it is, fellas. Who wants it more? They've shown they want this game these past couple periods.
Absolutely.
We have to show how bad we want. Look at big number Colton Trampler coming in. He's going to give him some momentum. He's going to put a spark in him here.
Yeah, as we said from the beginning, he's going to give you everything he's got.
Yes, he is. Here we go, gentlemen. We got this. Let's march down there, win this game.
So Clinton-Massie with all the chips on the offensive table at this point. So spread look. It's going to be a trips left, tight end right. Cody Zantini takes the ball out of the
Nothing.
spread, and they tried to fool with a little decoy action. but the ball's
down. They
the
said a
ball's
little
down.
fumble action, but he was down.
Yeah,
He
ball's
was down.
down. So they try to go trips left and bring the ball back to the right side on a run to Colton Trampler, and that was eaten by Kettering Alter quickly.
It seems, when you're a one-dimensional team, they can just narrow in on that run. And it's at some big moments in Clinton-Massie's history. They have narrowed and zoned in on our run and stopped it. And so balance pays off.
Right now it looks like a trips right, tight end left. Colton Trampler is going to stay in the game. They're going to run a bubble screen, and that ball is bounced around. Carter Frank is met immediately, and that's by, guess who? C.J. Hicks.
I don't know what they gave these kids, but they definitely got their IVs in them, and they look fresh right now.
Looks like they were tossing out oranges on the side. I'm serious. I really see that they grabbed a cooler over there and were tossing out bags of oranges to the Kettering Alter players. So the C.J. Hicks is pumping up the Alter fans.
He's looking good. He's looking healthy.
Yeah,
no cramps.
He's done a great job, especially in the second half.
3rd and 12.
So 3rd and 12.
3:07.
3:07 left in the game. Trips right. Colton Trampler to the right. Ball gets snapped. Got to air one out here.
Nothing.
Ball's going to sail over the head of Carter Frank. You're going to need a 4th down conversion here to keep this game alive. At this point, the game basically comes down to this play, 4th and 12. Quick shout out to Donna Brewer's aunt and uncle. That's Aunt Kathy, Uncle Steve in Marietta, Georgia. Praying that we can convert a 4th down here from Marietta, Georgia, saying go Falcons. So Cody Zantini brings the play in. Carter Uten to the right is going to set up in the flanker position. So they're going to go back tight into their double slot look. Orbit motion, pass. He's going to be hit as he's thrown. Interception. And that, in essence, orbit motion, pass. He's going to be hit as he's thrown. Interception. Looks like we had a collision in the backfield. They tried to meet at the quarterback. Cody Zantini did take a hit there as he was releasing the ball. I think he had a head-to-head collision, or nope, actually just had cramps on one side and cramps on the other. So they both went down. The sniper, the cramp sniper got him. So, yeah, we're going to take just a second, let them pull these injured players off the field and hydrate just a little bit for Clinton-Massie. Now the thing is you've got a 50-yard field. You've got just a couple minutes left. Absolutely have to get a stop here if you have any chance.
And you can use a couple timeouts. Yeah, but it's all or nothing.
But if you don't stop them, it doesn't matter.
Oh, and you can just feel the air sucked out of the stadium after these past few drives. Wow.
Yeah, Kettering Alter, you got to give it to them. They've done a good job. They have done a good job. They've been able to stay the course. Even after a 28-point onslaught there in the first half, they made some adjustments. They stayed in their spread look. It definitely gave them an opportunity to let their running back run in the middle of the field, spread option. They ran the read. Nothing fancy. They just had the athletes to do it. Yeah, they did.
They stayed the course, and like you said, relax, panic, no big deal. Let's hang.
Been here before.
And maybe we got just a bit overconfident, like, here we go, we got it. Yep. And then all of a sudden, they kind of pull the rug out from under us, and we're sitting here like, what in the world just happened?
Well, I also think it was I think Alter maybe came off the bus just a little bit not ready. You know, their mind was maybe not ready.
They've got ready.
Kind of felt like maybe it was not quite the challenge that it was made up to be. It has been a slugfest, but trips right, flanker left, McDonald in the backfield.
McDonald's going to run. No, he's going to pull it.
He's going to pull it, and he's going to give
get him out of bounds.
Shane out of bounds is going to stop the clock.
2:51 left, fourth quarter here. So now we got second down. It looks like about 8.
Pushed him out of bounds, which is obviously a great play for Clinton-Massie.
Yeah.
We are going to see a 2nd and 8 here. With Kettering Alter up by 6 points, 34-28 is your score here with
2:51 left. You don't have to burn a timeout. So if you can get 2 more stops,
big.
that's big.
Yep. So trips right, flanker left. You're going to have McDonald setting up to the left of the quarterback, shift on the defensive line. Shotgun snap goes to McDonald. He's able to go to the outside.
Nice cut.
He's
looking strong.
Caved the left side of the Clinton-Massie line. Charlie Hale goes to McDonald. He's able to go to the outside.
Nice cut.
He's
looking strong.
Caved the left side. McDonald feels, I'm sure, like he's got fresh legs and says
he looks like he's got fresh legs.
As he motioned to his coach, keep feeding the beast here. First down, Kettering Alter. So from the 41-yard line, Clinton-Massie hanging on for dear hope here. They're going to have to get something.
It's what in a roller coaster it's been.
Absolutely.
And it's a good team. I mean, Massey's going to get their share of wins, looks like, this year. But, man, you're playing a great opponent.
Trips left, flanker right. McDonald to the left. Look for speed option. He's going to use every second he can on that clock. Hand goes up by the back judge. Snap. McDonald. Run.
Oh.
Ball's on the ground.
It looks like Massey has it.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that is. Snap. McDonald. Run.
Oh.
Ball's on the ground.
It looks like Massey has it.
Wow. Wave off a flag by the ref if you've seen that from your television screens. So
you're
Massey
saying there's a chance.
Turns the ball or gets a turnover, sends Cody Zantini, Carter Uten back onto the field with the offense. I mean, is this a Cinderella story here? Is this something is this what you tell your friends at the 10-year reunion?
So you're saying we got a chance.
Hey, do you remember that time?
And the fumble, we got 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. Little life in the stadium now,
Trips
folks.
right. Oh, Zantini makes one person miss. He gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Run it.
Get back up.
Get back up. Run it, fellas. We still have 2 timeouts left.
Yep.
Let's go, fellas. About a yard there.
Out.
Here we go.
Cody Zantini brings him up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Going to call an audible from the line. Sets up.
Left side.
Trips
open.
right. Flanker screen.
Get out.
Get out of bounds.
He's out.
They're going to call him. Nope. They called him in. Out.
And they have stopped.
Nope, they're running the clock. They're running the clock.
They are running
back
it
to the
now.
line of scrimmage quickly. Trips left. Dalen Maple, the back to the left. Cody Zantini gets the snap. He's rolling to his left. He's got to air one out here. Carter Francis got him.
Got him.
Okay, get up to the line of scrimmage, ladies
nice
and
play,
gentlemen.
and they stick. And there's a penalty for stick.
Cody Zantini gets the snap. He's rolling to his left. He's got to air one out here. Carter Francis got him.
Got him.
Okay, get up to the line of scrimmage, ladies and
nice
gentlemen.
play. And
kind of shaking it off, waving his head just a little bit. Okay, that's going to go against Alter.
What about it? What about it?
Do you believe? Do you believe?
I feel like somebody hit the alarm clock and everybody woke up.
Yeah. That's a Falcon first down. It
Here
looks
we go,
like
baby.
121 left, 28-32. 32 is your Alter Knights, 28 is your Clinton-Massie Falcons.
And Zantini, what a play with that man right in his face.
Right in his
nice
grill.
play, Zantini.
Right
Good pass.
Okay, we got to set the chains. So that they're going to call a timeout.
Actually,
they're going to call a timeout. Alter's going to call a timeout.
Hey!
Little momentum swing comes back to the Clinton-Massie Falcons.
Folks, if you went to the refrigerator to get some food, get back to your television sets, get back to your phones.
Absolutely. 120 left, 34-28 is your score.
Yeah.
We appreciate our friends here at Campus Nation by giving us this live broadcast. You can feel it in your home with the momentum changing. Everybody's on their feet here at Clinton-Massie Frank Irelan Field. The Kettering Alter Knights are kind of shaking their head over there. They feel okay, but they're a little concerned that pass definitely brought them deep into the Alter territory. So that's going to be on the 20-yard line. The ball's going to rest on the 20-yard line. We've got 1:21 left. And I believe we still have 2 timeouts. So
all of a sudden,
cameraman Corey Price tells me we have 2 timeouts, so it's law at this point.
All right.
Clinton-Massie's going to set up in the huddle so they can call the play. Kettering Alter. sets up the defense. Hicks comes out to the wide side of the field along with
no hurry here. No rush.
Blake
no rush
Ireland to the right. They're in their wishbone set. Snapping the ball, the fake.
Uh-oh.
Goes to Blake Ireland.
Got
Catches and makes an amazing catch, ladies and gentlemen. An amazing catch as he goes out. Snapping the ball, the fake.
Uh-oh.
Goes to Blake Ireland. Catches and makes an amazing catch, ladies and gentlemen. And got the ball out to his hands. Didn't let it bounce off his chest.
Hey.
Fantastic catch,
There's a reason they call him Big Play Blake.
I'll tell you.
You just seen it.
Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. You need to see that. I'm sure we've played that replay, and I'm telling you, that is a phenomenal catch.
Nice catch,
Could be
Blake.
a game-changing catch right there, ladies and gentlemen. So alternates, switches out the defenders, brings a little more beef up front. Looks like you're going to have 1:15 left in your fourth quarter. Plenty of time.
Get in here, fellas.
You've got a first down. You're first and goal at this point from, it looks like, the 6-yard line. So they're going to call him out of bounds at the 6, or is that the 5? At the 5.
Line.
Oh.
I think they made a move first.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I think. Are they going to call encroachment? Was there movement on the defense that
50.
caused the offense to go?
Big Derek Shepard was down
Encroachment, yep. So they called it, saying that they forced the offensive guy to move. So it looks like they're going to step it off half the distance to the goal. So now we're going to be 2.5 yards, 4 downs with 1:15 left. Plenty of time. You got an eternity because you still have 2 timeouts.
I'm already thinking, do we have a minute left? Give them the ball. We'll see how it shakes out here.
Right. At this point, let's take the lead and worry about that later.
Points. Take the points. Get in here.
Momentum shifting over to Clinton-Massie. The ball goes to Carson Van Ducey's. In score, ladies and gentlemen. That's a score for Clinton-Massie with only 1:12 left on the clock.
Baby.
So what a momentum shift. What a change in this game. It's a fumble by a MAC recruited Division I athlete. He kind of felt like, he was in coast mode probably at that point.
Who made that strip?
I don't know.
We
want to find that strip at some point. And what a great play that caused this Carter Frank with a huge, huge catch in the middle of the field to get him down into the 20-yard line. It's going to be 34-32 as your score. Looking for a point after here, which would cause it to be a 3-point lead. Now there's going to be a false start against Clinton-Massie.
Yeah, you want to make this. You want to make this a 3-point game, so even if they can get a field goal, it's still a tie ball game.
So they're going to move the ball back. Trevor McGinnis has a ton of legs, so it's more about his mental state at this point than it is his leg.
Great kicker.
Yeah, he has no problem making this. That won't be the problem. It's just does it throw us off enough? Do we get our blocks in time? It looked like for a second they were taking him back to the 10-yard line, so I knew that was a little bit too far. But, Trevor McGinnis is going to try to put this to a 3-point game. Point after attempt. It's up, and it's good, ladies and gentlemen. So that's with 1:12 left in the game, 35-32. As E.J. Lamb said, if you stepped away from your TV, call your friends, call your neighbors.
Get back on your iPad.
Get back to campusnation.com. Find
Text
our
them.
friends
Tell them
there.
you left too early.
Find our friends there at campusnation.com. Rick Phillips and the crew bringing us this great live stream, this action that you certainly don't want to miss this last minute.
I want to give credit to Cody Zantini. He made 2 phenomenal passes on that drive. The first one was Carter Frank in the middle of the field. The second was a great catch, but it was a phenomenal throw to go right on that shoulder.
Absolutely.
I mean, beautiful
when you look back at this game, you're going to say many plays, helped us take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
but the one of throwing that ball to the outside shoulder to the corner, Blake Ireland, hands out, falling out of bounds.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Just a great catch, great throw.
I may have to go home and watch a little bit. I watched the first quarter and the fourth quarter.
There you go. There you go.
The whole game.
I want to see that strip. I want to see who stripped the ball out of that running back's hands.
Yeah.
So they bring McDonald way up at this point. He's actually the second man just behind the initial line here. McGinnis tees the ball up. I'm sure everybody's nerves on that kickoff team are just reeling, stomachs are turning. And he sends it high.
Fumble.
And the ball's fumbled. And they get on the ball right there, and it's going to be. Hold on.
Let's see. Massie!
He sends it high. And the ball's fumbled. And they get on the ball right there, and it's going to be. Hold on. The kick, ladies and gentlemen, and the ball bounces to Caden Clutter, who's flying down the field. He gets the ball, which should cement this game, ladies and gentlemen, with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Unbelievable. Wow. That's the Massie spirit, the hustle spirit, the grit spirit. We're unbelievable. This is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. After that kickoff, and you think Alter's going to have a chance, Massie's able to recover the kick after a muffed kicked return. Unbelievable.
Now I wasn't going to be able to sleep because of I'm thinking, well, we're going to blow this game, and here we are. We're all going to be, and now I'm going to see all this excitement. What a roller coaster.
Unbelievable.
What a game.
Unbelievable.
What a game this has turned out to be. Hey, and there's no give up in the Falcons. They made some plays.
Absolutely.
Big plays.
Great job. We want to run. We run the ball.
They're going to call
Take
timeout,
some time.
I'm sure.
Yep, they're going to call a timeout.
We'll see. Maybe they'll let it roll. And it looks like they're going to come to the line. Clock is still rolling. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Massie's going to take their time. Getting to the line. Shockingly, there's no timeout here with the 2 timeouts left. And the clock is going to roll. Massie's going to take their time. Maybe burn a timeout here at the end of this play clock, but we'll see. 37 seconds left. Here comes the play call. And Massie comes to the line. 30 seconds left in the game. And Zantini under center. Off to Carter Frank to the left side. Got a gap. He's up. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. Carter Frank.
Scored! Wow. Carter Frank, just to put a little bit of icing on the cake, ladies and gentlemen. A little icing on the cake. What a fantastic end to this game.
Wow.
Scored by Carter Frank with 19 seconds left. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen.
I got to say it, Carter Frank, to the bank.
To the bank.
To the bank there, baby.
To the bank.
He sealed it.
Give him the fourth corny one.
He made
Light
that
it up.
deposit.
Absolutely made that deposit. I love it. What
yes,
a fantastic end to an unreal, unbelievable game, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic job. Excited for these.
No give up in these guys.
Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Looks like Coach McShirley's happy. He just took the water, and he's pumped.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job.
Wow.
Great. No quitting these guys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What a game. What a game. And to come out on such unusual circumstances surrounding this year and make these plays and do their thing. What a game by the Falcons. Looks like they are going to set up for the extra point here. McGinnis back. Falcons are setting up now. Here's a score coming in. Blanchester 41, Goshen 27, still in the fourth quarter. So 41-27 Bland. Right now I think they're going to be getting the victory bell as the kick goes up, and it is good. And that's going to give Massie a 42-32 lead with 19 seconds left in the game. And so all the Falcon faithful that are watching, thank you for joining in. Thank you. Tell somebody about the broadcast. Man, turn it back on. Watch this ending again. What a game. And it looks like they'll set up for one last kick, looks like, with 19 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
I mean, at this point, as crazy as this sounds, that score by Carter Frank could actually be a big deal. I mean, if they catch a bad bounce and all of a sudden return one, that score by Carter Frank is huge.
Yeah,
it's huge.
Yeah, it's a big score, and just kind of puts this game out of contention.
Yeah.
So
just get it on the ground, get somebody's hands on it at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't get to watch this fourth quarter, if you're just now joining us, you missed a fantastic game. A fantastic game. At one point, it looked like Clinton-Massie had just been slugged in the face and was kind of reeling, and Clinton-Massie, in their natural, normal fashion, said, we're not giving up. We're going to keep grinding. And that play on defense, we're stripping a Division I running back of the ball in midfield after he had just ran all over us for an entire 2 quarters.
Just to keep going for that ball. Look at this, number 1, C.J. Hicks back for the first time in a long time in this game. Made a little be a little late, but he's back there.
Yeah, let's keep this ball screaming on the ground, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as we can put hands on it, let's get Alter hands on it so we can get this game over with. And that's exactly
nice
what you want to do. Nice job. Contain him. Contain. Yep. They're able to make one tackle is nice job. That's 41, I believe. That's Keck again, right? That's actually Tyler Keck. No, that's Nate Wildermuth. Nate Wildermuth made the play. Yeah,
nice
great
play,
job.
Nate.
Great job.
Nice
so
play.
Alter this time, heads down.
Wow.
Not sure what happened to him. Not sure what the word is here on the Alter sideline.
The old proverb, what a difference a play makes.
Yes, it is a game of inches, meaning that inch that he didn't have a hold of the ball and it went to the ground was the inch that caused us to be able to win this. So Clinton-Massie is setting up on defense way back, 13.5 seconds left with a 10-point lead, 42-32 in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. An unbelievable roller coaster of a game. Trips right. On the left, we got one flanker. They're going to toss this one up. Number 10 is actually has to bring the ball down. He starts to run. He throws it. 34 with it, which is Morris, who's been hot all night. Play's going to go down at the 44-yard line.
1.4 seconds left.
Yeah. Starts to run. He throws it. 34 with it, which is Morris, who's been hot all night. Play's going to go down at the 44. So Clinton-Massie is going to try to finish this off with 1.4 seconds left, a 10-point lead. I'd say at this point it's all over, but counting the sheep.
That's it.
Yep.
They're going to rest good once they everybody's adrenaline comes down. Everybody's going to rest good. What a game.
These guys are exhausted. They've given you everything they've got. I mean, play after play, time after time. It's been fantastic.
It's what you call when you have been beat up and you feel it the next day. It's a good sore. You wake up, it's a good sore. You feel all those pains in your body from all those hits, but it's a good sore because you won the game. And so these guys are going to wake up feeling that good sore in the morning.
Yeah. So with 1.4 seconds left, we want to give a last shout-out to our cameraman, Corey Price, doing a fantastic job. Rick Phillips and the guys, and then ladies at campusnation.com.
Good job.
Appreciate that. We appreciate Chad Muterspall on our in-zone camera. Out there in isolation by himself. We appreciate him.
He's quarantined.
He's quarantined. He's quarantined right now. So great job. Thank you, Sam's Meats and Tin Cap, for the sponsorship. And with 1.4 seconds left, it's a wing and a prayer at this point. The time goes off the clock, and they're out of bounds, and that's it. Clinton-Massie has won this first game against the perennial powerhouse Kettering Alter, 42-32. Nice job by Clinton-Massie. Again, sticking with it, staying with it, having the grit, having the determination. Kind of when all hope was lost, they continued. They fought on.
And this is going to bode well down the road in the playoffs. When they feel like they're out of a game, if one person can rise up and make that play, it's going to bode well to give them the confidence that, hey, we can do this. Great game.
So Clinton-Massie, appreciate your extra efforts tonight. Wonderful job. Way to represent the school. Kettering Alter, I mean, if you're Kettering Alter, what are you saying to yourself right now? You're not so upset. I mean, we're a good team.
They showed a lot of heart.
Yeah, they know what it's about. They know what championship football's about. So Clinton-Massie is going to take a knee around the 40-yard line. Coach McSorley's going to have a quick conversation, I'm sure, with appreciation for their effort, their time. Kettering Alter also taking some time here over on the right side of our, and again, nothing to hang your heads about. Clinton-Massie is a strong 18-year playoff contender, 19 years for the Alter Knights. They do a great job up there in Kettering. But, I'd like to say that the Farm Boys pulled one out on this one.
They pulled one out. Home field advantage was huge.
Home field advantage was good.
Fans got into it that last drive.
Yep.
And you just knew when they got that strip, that's something they needed to build on. And then all of a sudden, Zantini comes down, makes two incredible passes.
Great passes.
I mean, just great passes. Yep. And then they're able to punch it in. And it just, man, this is a night for the history books, man. You'll never forget this one.
So this is the story you get to tell, right? At the 10-year reunion, you say, hey, remember when we stripped that D1 running back who hopefully goes on and does
NFL
great things?
Yeah,
we hope so. I mean,
remember
we wish
guy?
Him nothing but luck. Good kid, nice hard worker.
Oh, yeah,
remember when we stripped him with about about 2 minutes left in the game, and we went in and scored and brought home a victory to Clinton-Massie on Frank Irelan Field here at August 28th of 2020. So fantastic game. Thank you to everybody up here in the booth. Great job, everybody up here in the booth. Our statistician on the right-hand side, Mr. Hale. Thank you for joining us this evening, Mr. Hale. Mr. Powell, Mr. Haney, doing a great job up here in the booth, and we appreciate the coaching staff, all those involved. It's been a fantastic night of football. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your support. Continue to keep both of these teams in mind the rest of the year, and we'll see you at the next broadcast. EJ, thank you for your time tonight. Right. What a great job on commentating, and we appreciate you joining us here in the booth.
Awesome. Glad to be here.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Matt Baker, EJ Lamb, signing off.